think we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Prince Division.
You guys are fucked.
We
Sorry,
gotta
we're late.
save Bryant.
We're super late, but that's okay.
We're a little bit late. Sometimes you're late. Sometimes it happens. It do be like that.
So today, Connor is going to be doing all the bit callouts because Bosco needs to save his dulcet tones for a charity event tonight. So everyone, give it up to Connor reading the bit callouts.
Hooray!
Someone else clap with me. This is really awkward, please.
No, it's all right. I understand.
Fuck. Okay.
Connor, he's our guy. If he can't do it, well, Bryant might die.
Mm.
You'd be surprised
Someone-
how stress relieving evil laughter
Somebody-
is.
Someone in chat just said, "Oh, I guess Bosco's voice got captured by orcs too, huh?"
Oh no!
Oof. Oof.
Here times a charm. We do have some stuff coming in.
Dude, we have a lot of stuff. Dude, we should probably start with introductions, though. We'll probably have to go through this pretty quick, so...
Yeah.
Arkulf.
Hello.
Arkulf, where can people find you?
Twitch.tv/Arkolf.
Okay, do you have more than that, buddy?
Well, no, that's where they can find me. When they can find me, that's up in the air.
Oh, jeez.
Moving on.
I was going to say, Murder. Are you doing anything with the Murder Cave?
Murder Cave should be tomorrow, yes.
Okay.
We're going to be challenging the new monster in Monster Hunter, Alatreon.
Sounds like fun. Connor.
Sounds like death.
Hey, that's me.
Like
you can
here.
find me on Twitter and Twitch at Distortion Devil, where I've streamed Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I stream Ring Fit Adventure, RIW Roll Initiative Wrestling, my own D&D themed WWE 2K20 show. Uses the chat's D&D characters as wrestlers. Friday, I do Friday Funhouse, where we play a lot of fun random games with my friends. We just have a hoot and a holler. We played Witch It last night, the fun prop hunt game, and it was really fun. It was it was a blast.
I want to join in next time. I was drawing that night, but if you do another group of people for that, I want in on that because it's.
Of course, you're joining in next time, Monty. I bought you the fucking game.
You're buying the game. I felt so bad because I saw you playing it, and I'm like, I gotta finish the art mission. So, and I was like, I'm sorry, I gotta.
It's okay.
Responsibilities,
It's okay.
man.
Shoosh, you face. Saturday, I play Bayonetta and this. And Sunday, I'm playing with the Harbingers, the people behind Dead House Sonata, the 6-player action RPG that will be coming out sometime either later this year or early next year. You can gain access to the first age by following this link and purchasing a Founders Pack, but it will be free to play upon release. Definitely check it out. This is a project that is near and dear to my heart. If you don't want to purchase Founders Pack, that's fine. But I urge you to at least look into it. Join the Discord, join the forums, spread the word about it. And that's me.
Bosco.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my god! Why do you sound worse every time I talk to you?
Because he's being facetious.
You can find me
It's
at
advancing.
Bosco VA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then right here on Twitch.tv/Edward Bosco.
Why are you the way you are?
We ask ourselves that question every day.
Why are you
Why?
Batman? Batman, I'm Bosco. Where is she?
Oh yeah, do that voice the entire session. That'll go well.
Oh yeah, you go great. Did anything come out for you, Bosco?
No.
Okay.
He's just slowly dying, slowly sinking into his chest.
I just imagine he's in like quicksand. He's just slowly sinking more and more and more. That's like
Someone is trying to save his voice. He's using the worst possible voice he can to preserve his voice.
Sarah, you should like get a firecracker and just throw it into his room so he screams, and then you just
just to see what happens.
I mean, I'll save it when I'm actually back at my apartment doing this again. I'm on diabetic cat duty still.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, Sarah, where can people find
Oh,
you?
God.
It's at Sarah with an H and with an E. Willia at Twitter. And stuff has come out, but I just don't know if I can talk about it, and it's annoying.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah,
so
I don't know what
quiet.
else to, I don't know what else to say.
All
Didn't
right,
know if
that's
you were
it.
done. Okay.
Connor, could you call out bits while I have to my bladder is gonna explode. So Connor, if you could do bits.
Absolutely.
We have 9 minutes and then we're going to
Woo.
start. So I will be right
All
back.
right. Starting things off then, Scurry Rash, thank you for resubbing for 4 months with Twitch Prime. Woo! Zan Rising, thank you for resubbing for 3 months with Twitch Prime. Yay! Get to watch the stream instead of the VOD. Here's hoping the whole Prince Division gets in on Saving Private Bryant. Ryle Grimrick, thank you for resubscribing. God damn it.
You're joking, man. You should feel bad.
For 4 months. Shahalen Froggy's mom, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months as well. The Prince Division is brought to you by me because Die Hard Dice can't. Or won't. Maverick the Warlock, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Woo, 4 months. Royal Renegade 96, thank you for the 4 months. 4 months of the Unexpectables channel. My, how they have flown by. Yep. Tarek is Dan. Thank you for the 4 months. Sup, guys? Not much. Just playing some Prince Division. Just some random Steve. Thank you for the 4 months as well. Samurai 5461. Thank you for the 3 months of Prime subbage. Been 3 months now, and I love every second of it. Not Obsidian, thank you for the 3 months. I can't believe Bosco is fucking dead. I can. It's happened like 3 times now. Lone Heart, thank you for the 4 months. 4 months on the new channel. Arch Requiem D, thank you for gifting 6 subs to the community. John 49357, thank you for the 4 months at tier 2. Hi everyone. I've been sick for a while and I've gotten better. What did I miss? A lot. Game Master Anth, thank you for the 100 bits. Weird idea for this campaign. Listen to the first 2 lines of the theme song to Sophia the First. Awesome Link, thank you for resubbing with Twitch Prime for 3 months. Woo, time to see if someone dies. Captain Actually, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Constable Mutton, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Well, time for Bryant to get fitted for some nice cement boots. Roll 20, have mercy. MSU Bill, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Good luck tonight. We need it. Gwen Ninja, thank you for resubbing for 3 months. Hey guys, I'll have to watch tomorrow because I just finished my monthly D&D session. Ooh, monthly. I remember what that used to feel like.
I would be okay with that.
What? A monthly D&D session?
Bi-weekly.
Because I work so much.
That is true. Might have to see about doing something about that in the future.
Thanks.
I'll have to watch tomorrow because I just finished my monthly D&D session. Just revealed my character is a mock. Zio's playable mimic race. Looking forward to catching up in the morning. Ooh.
That's fun.
Renfield 88, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Rippington, thank you for the 5,000 bits. May these bits spook away the evil bad rolls. Side note, Connor, he's our man. If he can't do it, great.
That is one of my favorite Connorisms is when you just yell great really loudly.
Great.
Yeah. It's got the energy of a person who's about to go over a waterfall, and it's like a mixture of, oh god, I might die, but also, man, this will be a great story if I live.
Oh, great. Dragon God 20, thank you for resubbing with Twitch Prime for 3 months. The one free man 4218, thank you for the 300 bits. Bits to make the rolls not suck. Mark Wolf, thank you for the 4 months. 4 months already? Yeah. Burnout Vaughn, thank you for the 4 months as well. Bosco, Mike needs to not get killed by orcs. He needs to find out Kel got him a Dragon Girl's phone number. Slipknot Lobster, Love the name. Thank you for the 2 months of Twitch Prime subbage. Finally, we get to watch Bryant die live on stream. Knackley Polly, thank you for the 4 months. 4 months of great content. Hope the rolls are good tonight. General Red Panda, thank you for the 100 bits. Here's hoping Bryant doesn't get a pair of cement shoes from the Father. Renfield 88, thank you for the 500 bits. Pressing F for Bryant. McClary 96, 15, thank you for the 4 months as well. Love you all. Thank you. Ice Booth, thank you for the 100 bits. I've started doing my thing. Started doing a thing for D&D sessions where I do 10 squats for every nat 1 and 10 push-ups for every nat 20. It was originally swapped around, but 130 push-ups is brutal.
Oh God.
Ooh. Peter Piper, the portable pen. Thank you for the 500 bits. Okay, so I want to start off this by saying, Bosco, I respect you as a person and as a D&D player, so I will quit beating on you for getting caught like 2 times. The orcs will do that plenty. But yeah, love your work, mate. Keep it up.
Love your work, mate.
Yeah. Reaver Barash, thank you for the 4 months. 4 months already? I am OG. Toadname Chaz, thank you for the 4 months as well. Sloth, thank you as well for the 4 months. Debongsk, thank you for the 600 bits. Hey there, Prince Division. Got tested for COVID because I'm symptomatic bits. Oh God. Here's hoping it comes up negative, but yeah, just stay safe, stay healthy.
Positive
I love you all.
it's positive that it's just allergies.
Yeah, positive that it's negative.
Or if you're like me and you leave the house for more than 2 seconds, you just, your natural response, your body just is like, ah!
Oh God, what is that? Fresh air?
Okay.
I can't believe
Vappa
Monty was a
101.
Quarian this entire time.
Thank you for the 169 bits. Arch Requiem D, thank you for the 400 bits. Being gentle to you guys tonight, unlike other campaigns in the past. John 49357, thank you for the 100 bits. Bosco is back, man. Yes. Probate, thank you for the 600. Wait, no.
65.
The 65,000 bits.
Holy crap.
There's
Thank
another
you,
zero in
Probate.
Here's tonight's sack of dosh. Don't spend it all in one place. Dosh, grab it while you can, lads. Loads of money. Oh my God, Probate. Thank you so much. We couldn't do this without you, dude. Holy shit. Oh, speaking of people we couldn't do it without, Kane Time. Thank you for the 500 bits. Bryant will A, make friends, B, not make friends. Either way, it'll be a good show. Vantanagi, thank you for the 4 months. Orcs. Roman Penguin, thank you for the 200 bits. Vappa 101, thank you for the 30 bits. I love your show so much. I can't wait to see how the show goes. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 4 months of Tier 3 subbage. Chief Tomahawk, thank you for the 2 months of Tier 2 subbage. Sean of the Stars, thank you for the 500 bits. Hope you're well. Been loving the stream. Hoping Bosco gets a better run of luck. Last week was a fucking yikes fest.
So, sorry to sidetrack. Is anybody else hearing static on Connor's end, or is it just me? Because I'm on different headphones, so...
I
I
don't
do
hear
not hear
anything.
You don't hear anything? Okay, so it's me. It's me then. Okay, sorry. I just want to be sure. My headphones broke, and I have to use replacements. And the replacements are... Anyway, sorry. I just want to be sure that it wasn't coming through.
You're good. Speaking of your replacement headphones, Draco Productions still in the pack that's my thing.
That's not
something-
Draco. That's a different Draco. There's multiples.
Oh, damn it. Too many Dracos
I'm so
around
like
here.
you, Draco Productions. You're pretty cool.
I've had it up to here with dragons.
I think she's dumb.
What? Whoa, Jesus, dude.
Blackfoot
And
Ferret,
now
thank you for the
Monty will
5,000
now write
bits.
in a scenario where Matt Bosco just dies every single time.
Pride Bomb. Sean of the Stars, thank you for the 500 bits. Hope you're well. Been loving the stream. Hoping Bosco gets a better run of luck. Oh, I already read that one. That Morph guy, thank you for the 500 bits. Just watched episode 12. And I got to say, fuck the Necromancy Division. Welsh 93, thank you for the 4 months. Let's see how Operation Save Private Bryant goes. Dude the Man, thank you for the 100 bits. Monty say, oh, Ashley.
Wait, what?
I don't know. It just says Monty say Ashley. Say oh, Ashley.
Who's Ashley? Why am I...
I don't know. I'm scared.
Okay. Ashley. Shake my head. You rapscallion, you.
So I know
just a
I know
hologram.
what you. Hold on, I know what you did. I don't know what their name is, and I don't care. You know what you did, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Like, legitimately, did I do something wrong? I didn't...
No, not you. The person who sent that. You know what you did.
Oh, sorry. Is that
Uh,
bad?
No, it's
don't
not.
know.
It's just they know what they're bringing in here.
Okay.
It's a has-been thing.
Oh, I was like, oh shit, did we do something wrong? I was scared. Holy crap, my heart was
No.
pounding.
So it's a
You take
cardinal
that
sin.
nonsense. Yeah, don't bring that in here.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it is 9. It is 1 minute past our
It
time.
is. Everyone who donated, thank you so much. Sorry we're running a
Yep.
little bit late. We had a little bit of a miscommunication. I'm going to blame Bosco for it because that's the easiest thing to do in these situations.
God,
But it was
I'll
my
mark it
fault.
off. I'll mark it off after
No,
due
our call.
demand. Then
Arkolf, you can do no wrong.
I can do plenty wrong.
Oof.
I almost
All right.
exclusively do wrong.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Sure.
when last we left our officers, you guys had infiltrated Ripgut, I believe was the name of the location here. I'm trying to find it.
It is.
Yes, Ripgut. You guys infiltrated Ripgut, a coastal fight pit, essentially, run by the Bridge Gang, a gang of trolls who you are currently investigating for the kidnapping of a prince. You guys were given information from the child of the leader of the Bridge Gang, Seji, who informed you that he has suspicions that his mother may have taken a prince hostage. In your guys' investigation, you made your way to the fight pit, 2 of which joined the fight pit, while the other 2 gathered information from the local customer base of the Ripgut location. Bryant and Tanis, you guys fought in the fight pit, but in order to fight inside of the pit, you had to agree to lose to a certain fighter. The fights were rigged in favor of the mafia members so that they could make more money. And while that was happening, sorry, my brain is now my brain is shut down. Gibby and Zoran, you guys were able to kind of schmooze with some of the Orc Mafia members, one of which, whose name was Durzub, who seemed to have taken a liking to Gibby in particular. You guys exchanged word, had a very nice conversation. But everything went to pot the moment Tanis did not throw the match against the orc that was meant to win the entire pool. By accident, Tanis knocked him out, losing the mafia member a significant chunk of money. After being chased down by 3 orcish thugs and rescuing the Goliath, Avulaga, a member of the Necromancy Division, Tanis, Zoran, and Gibby managed to escape Ripgut, fleeing to a safe house provided by Avulaga, while poor Bryant was left behind, lost his round in the fight pit, and was subsequently captured and taken and kidnapped by the Orc Mafia. Though the rest of the party does not know this, Bryant was taken to the Mafia's home base, the Stronghold, a casino in the center, the dead center of the Fiend Ward. So, as you guys return to this world, Tanis, during the night, you stayed up to keep an eye out on Ripgut to see any activity. You actually never saw any activity. You get the basis that if they were to move Bryant, they moved him quickly before you returned. You don't see any vehicles that suggest any sort of mafia activity. You don't see vehicles even big enough to carry a person out, and you don't ever see Bryant leave the building. So unfortunately, your stakeout is a bust because they moved him out very quickly.
Damn.
Yeah. The rest of you, Zoran and Gibby, you guys stay at the safe house. I'm assuming you guys take a long rest.
Sure. I don't think I actually lost any points in that fight. Luckily.
Yeah, but you would get spells in.
I only
points
used
back.
cantrips. Well, I did use a mage armor, so I'll take that back.
Yeah, you guys.
During the night, or at least before taking a long rest, could Kel have texted Lucy?
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
we really need to talk to Lucy.
Sure, absolutely.
Kel's more or less going to tell her there have been some complications, and he is wondering if there's any information on a manticore named Melik, because I remember his name.
You actually do not get a response because at this point it's like super early in the morning for you guys.
Yep, just leaving it there so she sees it when she gets up.
Yeah, so there's unfortunately not an immediate response, but you do send it off. You guys managed to find some like old kind of dusty sleeping bags to sleep on. And there's no like pillows, but you find some jackets that you could use and like kind of puff up and use as pillows. It's not very comfortable, but it's better than the alternative of dying potentially.
Yep.
Also, while we have everybody here, I would like to show Avulaga's art. Unfortunately, it was not ready last week because I didn't expect you to run into her. So I'm just going to share it. I did describe her last week, but I am going to share Avulaga's art with everybody. There you go.
Oh. Dang. She's EA Sports big.
Yeah, she's EA Sports big. You guys settle for the night and sleep. Tanis, are you going to sleep at your stakeout spot, or are you going to join your party to trance?
Seeing as how they didn't, or I didn't get there in time to really prevent Bryant's being taken away. I wouldn't really have a reason to stay there at my stakeout location, so I'll head to the safe house.
Okay, you head to the safe house, and
I'll make sure, making careful that I'm not followed.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
Be good.
Oh my god!
Wow. Just.
Oh my god! For those of you listening in the podcast, he started the session by rolling a natural 1.
Oh god.
You should have tested the waters with that acrobatics.
Remember what I told you before the session started, Monty? I kind of rest my case.
I know. Connor, stay with us, buddy. Come on.
Oh.
Connor?
I just imagine Tanis just throwing his hands up and just like plastering himself in the middle of the road, like, fuck it, come and get me. I'm done.
Connor, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You make your way through as inconspicuously as a man wearing a squirrel jacket can go through. Nothing kind of like, you see some riffraff, but nothing that really strikes you as mafia or, thug-ish. You do get a weird sensation as you make your way through the alleys to the safe house, though. Something kind of off. But you kind of shrug it aside and you make your way back into the house, and you manage to trance next to your companions. Do you get kind of a weird feeling? Meanwhile, Bryant.
Yep. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm excited. Can't wait.
No, that's not what
By the way, all of you guys who are saying you hope Brian makes it out alive, y'all a bunch of liars. All y'all want him dead.
So,
yes.
The orcs dragged you into a room. It is a very simple room. It is an empty, what would be an empty bedroom, with linoleum floor and just like renter's white walls.
Mm-hmm.
They handcuff you to a chair, and your legs are like not zip tied, but like, the metal bolts they use for like buildings and like bundling up really heavy materials. They do that to you on your legs. Your legs are right up against the chair. With no wiggle room. Your arms are pulled behind you through the chair, and you are handcuffed behind.
Okay.
They don't beat the crap out of you. In fact, they give you water and granola bars if you want it.
Kind of have to.
That's really nice, actually.
I have to stay alive, so it's not like I could turn down free food.
Yeah, they give you water, and like the orcs themselves are just kind of going through the notions. They're not being cruel. They're just kind of like, oh fuck, we got to stay up with this loser now. And like the orcs are all arguing over who's gonna have to take shift and not sleep for the night. And they're you definitely hear an argument between 3 kind of lower ranking orcs who have to do it.
They speak in common, not orcish.
They're speaking in orcish, but you can tell that they're arguing and they're pointing.
Oh god, I see what you're saying. Body language. Yep.
Eventually, they do like a rock, paper, scissors, and one of the orcs loses. He's kind of got like, the sergeant hairdo where like the top of the head is like flat, and then they got kind of like the mutton chops coming off the side a little bit. That's the hair this orc has. He's got like kind of like a flat topped hair, like a drill sergeant from the 90s. He sits down in a chair across from you. You learn that this orc's name is Mo. In passing, that's his name, is Mo.
Jesus.
Mo.
Yeah, he's Mo. And he is basically in charge of giving you water and food if you ask for it. Basically, you're stuck here until the morning, or whenever they want to see you. So, but yeah, they don't beat you up. They don't torture you or anything. But they just seemed annoyed by you being there and the whole situation overall.
Bryant's just gonna stay quiet the entire time he's there.
Yeah, you're sore, but you're more sore from the fight pit than what Durzip did to you. Like Durzip was just smacking you to make you just shut up.
Yeah.
The fight pit, your ribs really hurt, your legs and your joints and like your thighs and your everywhere where you have a joint is like inflamed and in pain. Yeah, you're pretty sure that you cracked a rib somewhere. Your neck is fine. Luckily, your head is fine, but your knuckles definitely probably hurt something there. I mean, it was a bare knuckle fight pit. So there was no padding or anything. You were full on like fighting. So you're definitely feeling quite roughed up by that.
Got it.
Yeah. The blows to the head from Durzub definitely like they hurt, but you're not concussed. You don't need to go to the hospital. Yeah, it was more just like you just smack you, shut up, sort of situation. But yeah, you are on this chair. It is moderately comfortable. It's not like a loafer, but it's got a cushion on it. It's not like a steel chair. Like all the way around like a cheap steel chair. It's got padding at the bottom where your butt hits it, and then beyond that it's all metal. Notably in this room, there is some staining on the ground. There is some blood on the ground. But beyond that, the room is basically devoid of anything. It is just the chair, you, and this orc who's sitting across from you on a much more comfortable looking chair. But very quickly, Mo falls asleep because he is tired. And he just kind of snores really loudly.
Brian's going to go to sleep as well if he can.
Okay. You begin to hear strange noises in your dreams.
Oh no.
Like
what do I hear?
High-pitched humming, like sing-songy kind of humming.
Does it sound familiar?
No.
Okay, good.
It sounds like a bird song caught on the wind. And it prods at you. Almost like a mosquito humming at your ear.
Does it prevent me from actually falling asleep?
It kind of pulls you from your sleep.
I'm just going to look around to see if it's anything that's actually in the fucking room.
You kind of wince your eyes open. The light of the room, which they don't turn off the light of the room kind of hitting you and making your body ache. You see 2 little lights of a light, almost sky blue, ocean blue hue. They're about the size of a grapefruit, hovering in various places. There's 2 of them. One is currently kind of hovering around Mo, and another one is hovering right in front of you. And it's making little noises. And you hear Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I see what it is beyond light? Like, is it a creature of some kind?
It is moving. It definitely moves with purpose. That's for sure.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna see what the hell it does if it's actually in the room.
Okay. The one that's near you just kind of hovers around and kind of looks at you. It doesn't have eyes. That you have this sense that it's like examining you and looking at you. The other one is like kind of almost like going in and out of the orc, like going through the orc, kind of playfully, and the orc's kind of like kind of like scratching where it's coming in and out of as he kind of goes back to sleep. The two kind of meet in the middle of the room and then both dart through the door in little, almost like a boat on the water, like little dips through the air, eventually going out the door and disappearing. About 10 minutes pass, and the
Okay.
door cracks open. Very
no.
quietly.
Oh no.
And you see a young girl,
I was worried about this.
about 12 years old, peeking into the room.
I'm gonna turn my head to look towards the door.
You see that she's looking currently at the orc. You see now as the two little orbs kind of go back and are both kind of like looking at the orc and kind of dart back to her. And you hear her say under her breath, "Okay, thank you," as she kind of creeps inside and closes the door quietly behind her and enters the room.
Oh no, this is not okay. Brian is gonna pretend to be asleep, but keep one eye kind of half opened to see what she does. Is she approaching the orc?
She's approaching you. You watch as she's kind of tiptoeing, like a kid trying to sneak ice cream in the middle of the night. She's moving towards you.
Yeah, Mike's gonna pretend to be asleep because he does not need this girl to get in trouble.
Okay. You kind of like kind of close your eyes and fall asleep as she tiptoes over. Go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
Oh shit. But I'm bad at these. Don't you know I suck at everything?
That sounds like
9.
you see her, you can hear her talking to these little orbs, and she goes, "He's asleep."
Oh, thank God. Yes, she bought it.
Hey, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it hurts, it stings, as she kind of shakes you a little bit. Also, I need to grab a book. 1 second.
Okay.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow.
Sorry, I'm back. So, did you do anything? She put her hand on your
No, I
shoulder
wanted to
and
wait for you to
tried
get back. I'm gonna try to grip my teeth and stay asleep because I know if I talk to this girl, it could get both of us in deep shit. So I'm gonna try to ignore her. She really needs to go back to her room. This is really bad.
Hey, she begins to kind of push a bit harder. Your body kind of rocks in the chair a little bit, as much as the restraints allow. The handcuffs behind your arms make kind of like a clink, clink, now noise against the metal chair. I want you to roll another deception check for me. She's trying to get you awake.
Ah, shit. Please, come on, roll 20. Oh, that's a 10 now. Oh, thank you, roll 20. I appreciate you.
You hear her talk again, and she goes, "He's really out of it. I wonder if they knocked him out." You begin to hear like sing-songy kind of humming noises.
Oh, that's not fucking fair.
And you are technically, I'm just gonna give this advantage.
Our friends are fun. I like them.
Why?
Does a 17 hit you?
I'm sorry. What? So
It depends. Does he have his
yes,
gear?
Without my shield, yes.
They took everything from you, by the way.
Oh, then I have nothing. So absolutely.
Okay. Oh wow, that's a big damage roll.
What is happening right now? How do I not do something and get hit? Come on.
Because you're Bryant.
You take 5 points of lightning damage as one of these little orbs runs through your body and shocks you from the inside.
Monty, have I healed at all?
No.
Oh, God.
Are you unconscious?
Not quite, but close.
You shouldn't be, because Kel was healing you.
Yeah, but I also got hit twice.
I would like
For
you
a
to
lot
roll a
of damage.
deception check with disadvantage this time.
Or you could just wake up, Ed.
8.
Hey, you feel hands on your face now. Are you faking it?
Oh, not anymore.
I'm sorry. You watch as she turns to one of the little orbs and goes, "You shouldn't have done that. You could have hurt him." And the little orb kind of sing-songs back, "I know, but he's not okay."
Oh. Why?
Shh, 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 shh. She points to the orc behind her, who's currently like,
Yeah, no shizzle. Ugh.
You're Julia's friend, right?
Who?
Julia.
Does
She's
that
in-
name ring a bell?
No, not at all.
Oh.
I know what it is, but
I do too, but my character in game doesn't put the pieces together.
we never asked.
Okay. I don't know. I just got here.
I know. She told me you're in danger, and my friends told me you're in danger too.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, you really need to get out of here. If they come back and they find you in here, it's gonna be bad for both of us, especially me. You really need to go back to bed.
But you can see them too, can't you?
What?
You can see them. She points to the little balls of kind of wispy flame. Right? I'm not the only one, right?
No, you're not the only one, but you do really need to get out of here.
Why? Why can I see them?
Why does the world hate me? Look, it's a thing that you can develop when you're young. It's like it's just like a talent, or it's like magic. It's like a thing that just kind of happens to some people.
What do I do?
What are you trying to accomplish?
I don't know. I just sometimes they're not good and sometimes they're good, and I don't know what to do.
You have to tell them what you have to tell them that you can't help them sometimes.
She kind of gets in closer a little bit. Have you ever you watch now as she's kind of clutching her hands together, the little balls of like flame kind of getting a little closer to her, almost comforting in a way. Have you ever pulled one into something else?
Pulled one into something else?
Like something dead?
Like put them back into something?
Have you ever done that?
I've been asked to do that, but no.
You see, like a lot of this kid is very young, and there's a lot going through her head right now in this conversation.
Listen, kid, there's a lot of really weird stuff out there, and a lot of it is not good. Who told you to put them back in a body?
I did it by accident. We were dissecting frogs at school, and I don't know, it just... What am I? What are we?
No, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You're special, I guess is the word.
I don't feel very special.
Yeah,
You mean
trust me.
You hear as one of the little balls of flame kind of begins to almost sing, but more panicked, as the girl immediately flips her head around and you can hear the sound of approaching footsteps.
Kid, you gotta go.
Okay. You watch as she runs over to the door and like flattens herself against the backside where the door would open. And you watch now as the door opens.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay, you put down your head. An orc enters, not one that you've seen before. And he walks in, and I'm going to roll a stealth check for the kid and then perception check for the orc. Okay. The door opens, covering up the girl. And this orc walks in. He's got like he's got holy donuts like in a bag and like a coffee in the other hand. He's got like a little like travel, you know, like carriers you put the drinks into. What do they call those? Like the paper cup holder things tray.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got like
tray.
he's got like 2 coffees and he's bringing that in. And he's got a bag of what you presume is donuts from Holy Donuts. As he walks in very loudly, this orc comes over and he kicks over the chair that this orc is sitting on, Mo, and just the whole guy just topples over and he's like, Mo! And he's like, yeah, you're off duty. Here, he hands him a coffee and he goes, and he kind of like blows out his nose and wipes his eyes and gets up and leaves the door, like goes to leave the door. And when he goes to close the door, the girl's gone.
Thank God. Okay.
Morning comes. Many hours pass into the daytime. Eventually, 10 a.m. breaks. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Whose
Meow,
phone is
meow,
that?
meow, meow. It's Tannis'
Gil will
phone.
answer.
Oh, it's my phone?
Yeah, it's your phone.
Oh, Dennis's for once. We all have the same ringtone.
Yeah, I was about to say that's Kel's ringtone.
Oh, right.
That's
I
the
answer
group
the
chat
phone.
You hear a low voice. Is this Mr. Tannis?
I'm assuming this is about last night. I'll go around and I'll start waking up the others just gently with a finger over my mouth, just like all mouth on the phone with the guys.
It seems you had a lapse in judgment, son.
Miscalculation, to be sure. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Baron Jamar, but you might want to check who you're currently on the phone with.
I have caller ID, I'm assuming.
You pull back the phone, it's Nefene. Now, Mr. Tannis, I am a businessman first and foremost. And when someone shies away from business, I can't help but go to means that are a bit more barbaric. Your daughter is safe, and she will remain safe as long as you cooperate with me. Because business only works when both parties cooperate. Am I understood?
Crystal clear.
Good. I want you and your other police officers to come to the stronghold immediately. The doorman will meet you. Tell him that you're having dinner with the Baron, and he will bring you up to speak with me. And we will speak. Any deviation from this, and I cannot promise that the business outcome will be beneficial to you. But I can guarantee this. As it stands right now, your companion, Officer Bryant, and your daughter are currently safe. We have no reason to harm them. Don't give us one. And the phone hangs up.
Tanis? What was that?
His name was Baron Dramar, right?
Baron Dramar, yep.
That was Baron Dramar. They want us to come to the stronghold. They have Bryant, and they have my daughter.
I kind of figured it would come to that. I did not expect to have an audience with the leader of the Fiend District. But they are safe, yes?
So they say. I don't have any reason to believe that they'll hurt them unless we don't do what they say.
So... I guess we go?
I see no reason to delay. There is no avoiding this.
We have no other options. We're just 3 people.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will give us a chance to explain the circumstances and hope they are amenable to diplomacy.
I suppose the plus side is he's already technically showing diplomacy. Sort of. Heck with it, let's just go.
Okay. You guys step out. The city is foggy. It rained and is still raining the morning you wake up.
It is a pleasant day outside, at least.
I like rainy days. They're nice.
They are, yes.
All right. So
Now,
where do you
do we
guys
know
go?
our way to the stronghold from here, or is it a very obvious building we can see
It's a
from here?
very obvious building. It's
Oh
probably
God, botching a survival check now and just being like, that phone ringing like, where I was like, I think we ended up in the Heavens District. I don't know how that happened.
We somehow ended up in the Lich Ward.
All
Talk
right.
about the dead end.
You guys walk for what feels like hours. The rain unrelenting coming down on you. You guys leave the safe house. You have no key, I believe, so you have to just leave it as is. The building from the outside. Were you guys given a key? I can't remember if she
We
gave
were
you.
not. They
Yeah.
just told us the location.
Yeah,
They said
she-
to talk to the doorman and say we were having dinner with the Baron.
Oh no, I mean the safe house. The safe house.
Oh, right.
You guys, I don't think got a key. You're just. It was pretty much open anyway. You guys make your way through the city. This is rather surprising. Not really. There are less people out during the day than at night. When you guys were traveling through the streets at night, there were way more people. A lot more creatures of the night. A lot more, underdark races. So overall, the daytime is kind of quiet, especially this early in the morning. You do see like 2 youths, like a young Duragar kid, and a lizard folk walking down the streets, and the Duragar's like, "Oh my god, my head, man!" Like walking down, and the lizard folk is just like, "I told you to drink water," and they just keep walking as you guys move on forward. Eventually, you see it coasting over the horizon, a massive black and silver skyscraper that almost lifts up in the sky like a monolith. It is an impressive building, and as you guys make your way closer, is there any other preparations you would like to do for reaching your destination?
Um,
Cal is as ready as he can be.
I have two vague ideas, and I don't know if I should do them. I just don't know about it, though.
You can talk to your party about it. Yippee can
That is
talk to her
true.
party about it.
I just don't know. I don't know if it would come to anything. Is the thing.
I do know one thing. Kel's going to set his phone to silent because it's disrespectful to have it ring in the middle of a meeting.
Beep, 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 beep. You turned down the volume.
Is there any way I could hide my darts on my back or
I
or not
have
on
a
my
feeling
back,
they're
anywhere?
They're going to confiscate everything when we walk in. They're not stupid.
fudge monkeys. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if it would even come to anything.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Fine. Above game, I just want to point out I have the business card of a goddamn head celestial, and he offered assistance.
He offered to drive you home.
That's true. I don't know. I'm preaching on things. I could also just call for advice or call, I don't know. Didn't Acidback mention he'd worked with this guy? I'm not suggesting Acidback come to our rescue, but it might be nice to be just like, is he trustworthy? Do you know?
I don't believe Acidback ever mentioned Baron Jamar.
I'm trying to remember if you
No.
mentioned him to me. I can't remember. I should have taken more notes in that conversation.
You know that Baron Dramar, based off your guys' Arcanum search when you were hanging out with Costamire, that he is one of the big, kind of the big figureheads in the city. Generally, the big figureheads in the city don't really mess with each other to keep peace. So,
I guess the one thing to do is I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to fire off a text to Lucy and the chief that says going to Stronghold, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
okay.
I don't think that'll help anything, really. I don't know what else to think about or do because,
The
yeah,
chief
they're
did say
gonna
we were on our own.
Yeah.
they should at least know.
You actually do get text back going Roger with like a little salute emoticon from Lucy.
Did I get anything back from Lucy about the Manticore?
She said looking into it, many records have to go to Petty Crimes Division.
Good.
She does text back, why is this relevant to case ? Need to know for paperwork.
Oh boy. I will say he blew our cover. Case is compromised to an extent.
She responds with, okay, I'll have to take a statement from you, but I will look into it. Tanis, you want to hide darts on your person?
I wanted to try to.
Okay. Where are you going to hide them?
I will hide them in the I will hide them in my shoe. In one of
Okay.
my shoes.
All right, you slip one of the darts into your shoes. As you guys make your way closer to the stronghold, the immensity of this building is becoming more and more intimidating. As eventually you make your way to the front steps, there is a beautiful polished black stone, kind of, I guess it would be a promenade. I don't know, like a courtyard front space with a roundabout where cars, probably during the night, can drive by and drop off people or pick people up. The front of the building, there is a massive pond with like a fountain, which is kind of, spraying out different dancing water in various different kind of kinetic sort of twisting formations. The building is black tinted windows on every window, and the framing of it is like silver metal of some manner. It looks very sleek. It looks like a nice pair of sunglasses, but a building. Notably, at the front door, there are 2 orcs standing currently as doormen. You notice as a woman exits, a elven woman, they hold the door open for her and kind of, do kind of like a general sort of courteous, like sort of bow and goes, "Have a good night, miss," before closing the door as she leaves and makes her way down the steps and past you guys without even really looking at you.
And we
I
don't know
suppose we
her.
approach the doorman.
Sorry, what was that, Gibby?
We don't know her.
No, she looks like, some sort of salary woman who's probably had come here, for a night out on the town or gambling or what have you, and probably just stayed the night at a room there.
Fair enough. Yeah, sure. What Kel said.
All right. You guys slowly approach the door and stop in front of the doorman. One, again, is completely bald, like face and head, but he is scarred. Like this guy, like almost probably about a good 60% of his head and face is just like various scars from blades, from acid, from probably burns. This orc looks like he's been in the thick of it. His arms are currently crossed as he stands next to the door. On the opposite side of him is a much younger orc. He's got like one single kind of loose ponytail behind him. He looks to be like in his 20s. Kind of shorter, bit wider, and a lot more like wide-eyed and like, "Oh, I'm so cool. Look at me. I'm a cool dude." As you guys approach, the bigger orc, the scarred up orc, kind of raises a hand and stops, and he goes, "Morning, ladies and gentlemen."
Hello. Kel will wave.
Afraid the tables ain't running, but if you want to use the slots, they're available.
We're having dinner with the Baron.
Right. Gulmal, just watch the door from me, eh? Follow me. You watch as this scarred up orc turns into the door and pushes the door open, holding it open to let you guys inside.
Kel will go in.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Woohoo! Let's all go to our death.
You guys make your way inside, and from the lobby, the moment you guys reach the lobby, your eyes almost bulge out of your the sockets. This is probably the most lavish building any of your characters have ever stepped into in your lives. The floors are velvet carpet. There are vases probably worth tens of thousands of gold. The pillars are marble with inlay like kind of brass bronze in the floor where the tile meets each other. You guys make your way forward and you see that there are various kind of bubbles or pockets in various spaces of beautiful velvety cushioned booths with tables in the center. You currently watch as a female orc who looks kind of younger, again, ponytail down the back, wearing, a shirt, apron, the whole uniform, is currently kind of just grabbing bottles and kind of sorting them and recycling. And she kind of gives you guys a side glance as the orc who is kind of leading you guys gives her a little 2-finger salute as you guys make your way forward. This building is huge. This main lobby area definitely looks like a place for people, to drink champagne and talk and schmooze around. As he takes you through these sets of double doors, you hear this sort of droning noise, these little clinks and clunks of slot machines running and chirping and flashing these bright lights. Not particularly drowning. You see about maybe 10 or 12 patrons at the moment from where you are, currently sitting at the slot machines and running through the motions. As it is right now, you see a good decent amount of staff currently cleaning tables, mostly goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, and even the odd dragon and things like that, currently just spraying down tables, cleaning up bottles, and just preparing for the coming night. None of them really take much notice of you, and most just seem kind of fixated on their work. The goblins in particular are a very well-oiled machine and kind of terrifying to watch in the motions. They're throwing bottles while another one's catching them and putting them and sorting them. And it's pretty wild to watch. This space is rather large. It spreads out a decent length. You count probably at least a couple, maybe at least, I'm going to say at least a few thousand slot machines by themselves. in this space. The tables, there's various blackjack tables, there's roulette tables, and there's like darts on the side as well. And you see there's like big screens up on the walls with like notes on the side of what looks like horse track racing. As you guys are make your way further into the back, you see now the longest bar that you could have possibly ever seen. And you see a woman, an orc woman, who is kind of like Avulaga, like big, muscular, has a single braid running down the front of her hair with like intertwined accessories of bands and other such, like rings and things like that. She's got a very serious look to her face, and she kind of gives a side glance as you guys make your way by. You guys pass through the bar, the door of the bar, like you actually go behind the bar as this orc leads you to a set of double doors that read employees only. These sort of like starch white hospital double doors with two singular circular windows set inside of them. As he walks by, he goes, "Morning." And she kind of looks and goes, "Morning," and turns back to her work, kind of washing out a glass. The orc in front of you pushes both double doors, which enters into a much less extravagant hallway. It is like cheap elementary school linoleum with walls of somewhat dented and cracked paint. It's not like really bad. It's just like clearly it's not been cared for compared to the actual business in the front. And notably, it seems to be where they store most of the cleaning products and other such things. As you guys make your way past open doors, you can smell you can smell bleach, you can smell cleaning supplies, you can smell window cleaner. And as you walk by, you see one room which is just filled, like floor to ceiling, in washer and drying machines. And you currently see what looks like about 5 or 6 goblins just working through the various different sheets and cloths and towels and such, and kind of loading them into to different washing machines. As you guys pass by, one of them's barking orders, and they're kind of shrill voices in Goblin. Does anybody speak Goblin?
Nope.
Nah.
Think any,
No.
no.
We only
Okay.
base languages.
Not yet, but in 9 levels.
You guys are led down the hallway quietly. The orc is watching you, but he's not like, gonna spring on you at any moment. You don't get that sense of him. He definitely is scary looking. Like he definitely looks pretty intimidating, but beyond that, he's just doing his job. He leads you up to an elevator. The elevator, in contrast, is very nice as well. The elevator is a beautiful brushed steel outer interior, and as he presses the door on the outside, you can actually see out the tinted windows. You can actually see out to the city. It is a glass elevator. He holds open the elevator door and gestures in, and he goes, "Ladies first."
Thank you.
You guys step inside. On the opposite end, where the glass isn't, is another brushed bronze and steel elevator side with buttons of like beautiful, beautiful buttons. Like everything in here is very clean. As he steps inside, it is a reasonable sized elevator, given the clientele that tends to use it probably the most. As he steps in, he kind of puts both of his hands kind of over his midsection, kind of holding them together. As he presses a button, the top button, and the elevator begins to rise very quickly.
Does it have music?
No, it is completely silent.
Oh.
Sorry.
Have you ever thought about investing in elevator music? Some smooth jazz would be lovely.
The orc kind of looks to you and goes, "I'll talk to the Baron about it." He kind of chuckles and looks out the window at the rain.
I do hope the day is treating you well.
Yeah, just started my shift.
Then may the day treat you well.
Kind of like his eyes kind of purse, and he kind of cocks a head towards you and goes, "Thanks, man." And he leans back up against the wall. You guys rise higher and higher and higher, eventually outlooking the entire Fiend Ward. Eventually, reaching the top as the doors slide open. You watch as the orc exits out, and you are immediately met with 2 orcs, one of which you recognize.
There's a...
Yeah. One of them is another orc with a gold band on. He's older. He's probably, let's say, probably around your captain's age, so kind of middle-aged sort of guy. He has again kind of a weird haircut. His hair is kind of like parted in the middle and kind of comes over almost like a bowl cut, but it kind of stops at a certain point. On anybody else, it wouldn't be a flattering look. It's kind of like Edna Mode. You know Edna Mode's hair from The Incredibles? He's kind of got Edna Mode hair, but with his face shape, it kind of works. He's definitely not scary looking, but it's definitely like refined looking, if that makes sense. You don't know who he is, but you do recognize the other person, and he is currently glaring daggers at you, Gibby. It is Durzub.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Sorry.
not make eye contact, because frankly, I still feel like a bit of a dick.
He is like, his lips are kind of like, the rest of you, Tanis and Zoran, you can see as his lips are kind of like his mouth is twitching, and he is just staring daggers at Gibby. Gibby just kind of looks away, and he just stares even harder. The other orc kind of
legitimately, I'm not scared of him. I legitimately feel like an awful person, because that's the way my brain works.
The other orc kind of like not gently, like hits Durzub in the chest. Like it is a solid sound. Like it's like bam, like in the chest. And Durzub almost falls off of his feet and turns to this other orc, and the other orc goes, "Focus. Right. All right, let's go." And Durzub does a gesture for you guys to follow him.
Go will follow.
It's a real mess you've made.
Above game, is this Durzub talking?
Yeah, it's Durzub
Or is this the
talking.
new guy?
Things got exceedingly messy last night. That was not how things were supposed to go.
For you?
For
For
anyone.
anyone.
From what I understand, your friend lost a lot of money. That was not intended. I thought it was an actual fight pit.
You could talk to the Baron about that. We got more business than that.
Oh, I imagine we do.
As you guys make your way through the halls, there's a lot of doors here. They're all very nice doors. Assumptions can be made that they are suites. But as you guys walk through, you do notice that there are a lot of paintings and a lot of like framed pieces of Orcish heritage and lore here. You see kind of old, early year Orcish axes. You see paintings of original Orc strongholds. And a beautiful arrangement of like kind of 3-paneled progression shots. Very historical looking and very, very nicely kept. As you guys make your way around a corner to your right, eventually you are led to a set of very large double doors. Meanwhile, Tanis.
That's me.
Or sorry, Bryant, not you. I got my names confused.
Goodbye.
For a second, I was like, I mean, that's fine. I'm used to this. I mean, remember that one time I was tied up on a post and I was like beat the shit out of. They wanted me to sign that piece of paper. God, good times.
You actually get breakfast. They straight up bring you breakfast in the morning, Bryant.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, they bring you like they gave you way too much though. Like way too much food. They bring you like 6 eggs and like 5 pieces of toast and like probably like 7 or 8 pieces of bacon. And they like let your hands loose. They don't let your feet loose, but they actually bring a table and let you eat. So you've actually eaten a meal.
But is it really too much food if it's Bryant?
That's a constitution check if you want to make it, Bryant.
All right. Why not? I'm stupid.
Do you eat like Goku or do you eat like
18.
the average person? Okay. You eat a bit like Goku, but you do reach
You're
your
damn
limit.
right I do.
By the time you get to like you've eaten like the eggs first and then the bacon. By the time you get to like the 3rd piece of toast, you're like, ugh. You're like the carbs are like kind of hitting you really hard.
Do they give me water?
Oh yeah, they give you like
Water with the bread and then keep going, hot dog style.
They even ask you if you want like orange juice or apple juice or water or milk. They like give you options.
I'm taking the water so I can dip the bread and make sure I get it down, and then I'm gonna eat the hot dog.
Gross.
Yeah.
You're the worst. Okay, they do that.
That's how you do it in an eating contest. You dip it in because it helps it go down easier, so you get more food in your stomach.
Okay, you do that. The orcs are they're not really impressed because for them that's kind of an average meal for them. But eventually they unlatch your feet and they kind of like two orcs come by and they each grab you by each arm and they drag you to a set of double doors, and you see three individuals who you recognize flanked by two very big orcs, while the rest of you guys see Bryant currently being kind of carried like aloft by these two other orc guys.
Do they tie up my arms again?
No, your arms are loose.
And they're carrying me?
Yeah, they're like holding you up and carrying you.
All right, because my feet are still tied. All right, great. This is
well, no, your feet are loose, but they're just like they're lifting you up, and all you can do is kind of kick your feet as they carry you over. So you can't really.
Oh, that's just that's like when you sit on the stool and your legs aren't long enough, so they dangle off. Like nobody wants to date that guy. What the fuck? That's
what they're doing to you.
Ugh.
They place you right next to Tanis, Gibby, and Zoran.
Standing up or sitting down?
You're standing up. Durzib turns and goes, "Thank you, boys," and turns back to the rest of you. Do you say anything?
Brian, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. He's not fine. He's clearly bleeding. Dried blood all over him. Because I didn't sleep, so I didn't heal. Do I have exhaustion, by the way?
You slept. You did get a full.
Oh, did I? Did I heal, or is it just I slept so I don't have exhaustion?
I will say you slept, but you were missing 10 hit points. I'm going to give you that.
That's actually a lot of hit points back, to be honest.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's
all right. I'll take it. All right.
A lot of the sleeping did help with the aches and pains, but you are still very badly bruised.
You still see all the dried blood on his face and everything. Also, parts of his clothes are singed, which is weird.
Durzib kind of looks to all of you, kind of waiting.
Just look at, is Bryant still restrained?
No, Bryant's they carried him here. He's not restrained in any way. He's just standing next to you guys.
I'm glaring at this orc.
At Durzib, you mean?
Yep.
He kind of looks down to you, Brian, and goes, "Sorry for the headache."
Shut up.
I'll look him in the face now. So what's next?
That's up to the boss to decide. You watch as Durzib presses both of his hands on the door and pushes open the door. Inside of the room, there are about 12 to 14 different orcs. The room is framed by chairs with various orcs sitting in them, standing in them, kind of a scattering. In the center of this room is a massive mahogany desk. It's almost like comedically large how big this desk is. It sits in the center of the room, and across from you where you've entered, the entire wall is glass, and you can see out to the far expanse, even to the central ward and beyond to the heavens ward. And you see a massive form sitting in the chair, back facing you, almost impossibly large. A kind of long, bellowing black hair. And you see him currently holding a phone to his face, like holding a phone to his ear. And you see wisps of smoke kind of curling around his head. Two orcs that are kind of either side of him kind of cross their arms and stare at you as you guys enter, almost cautiously. And you hear a voice, deep, the voice you heard on the phone, Tanis, kind of speak out in idle conversation on the phone. "No, I understand. That was our agreement." "Mm-mm. No, I told you I didn't want that." "Okay. Well, then you have 2 weeks." "I don't care. You have 2 weeks." "Good." And as he turns around and places the phone down, you see this man.
You want to also describe it for the podcast when it loads? Oh,
Yes.
flock.
Oh man. Speaking of EA Sports Big,
Yeah.
Yep. By the way, I love that
Oh,
reference.
that's
So good.
that's the bear. That's
You
a Braun
see-
Strowman build.
Yeah, it is.
You
The monster
see
among men right there.
a wide-shouldered older orc. He's got a decent amount of age to his face. He has a long, really shaggy beard that is tied into 3 separate, very, very clearly done by a barber braids. He's got a set of 2 pointed ears and a long mane, almost a lion manes of hair that runs behind him and in front of him, almost framing this very serious visage. He holds a cigar, a thick, almost Cuban-like cigar, in his hand like a cigarette to him. The smoke wisping around. On each and every single one of his thick, gnarled fingers is a beautiful, ornate ring on every single finger, even the thumbs. In front of him is a drink, you're not sure of what, and there's various stacks of papers kind of framing around. He kind of looks at each of you and drinks you all in, calmly and quietly, as if the gavel of the damned has come down and silenced the room. Eventually, the silence is cut as he brings the cigar to his mouth and takes a low, deep drag of it and lets out almost like a dragon's breath of smoke over the room. He turns to some orcs that are standing on the side of the room and goes, "Come now, boys, be cordial. Get them some seats." And you watch as the orcs grab a chair for each of you from the side of the room and place them in front of his desk. You watch as he turns, Durzib, and Durzib nods, "Boss." And you watch as Durzib steps away and puts himself into the corner of the room. The Baron slowly takes the cigar and rests it and leans back in his chair. This large, oaken, black leather chair that kind of somewhat creaks under the weight of this massive man. So, what say you in your defense?
Is he looking at
Tennis will-
tennis?
He's looking at
Tennis
all
will
of you.
take-
He is looking at all
take
of you.
he'll take the tie off of his hair and then he'll retie his hair in a tight ponytail. In defense of what?
He just blows out more smoke.
Walks up and he sits down.
As I see it, we have 2 problems to solve. One is Gruvali's money. You owe that man 12,000 gold.
So that is how much he lost last night.
That and all the revenue we would have made. But that's besides the point.
Well, Baron, when you gamble, sometimes you lose. I would have figured your man knew that.
Son, he leans forward, and as he leans forward, his entire form, breaking the window, just shadows you. When you own the casinos, when you put money on the table, you're not gambling. You're earning.
You said there's 2 problems. What's the other one?
Son, huh? How old does this orc look?
He looks pretty old, which, by the way, for orcs is not very common, especially in this day and age. Most orcs, at least up until this point, legally couldn't go to a hospital. They legally can't see doctors, so they don't usually live very long due to the health issues, among a cavalcade of other things. So seeing an old orc is kind of a first time for everybody. It is not very common at all. The second problem, miss, is the fact that I have cops running around in my establishments like cockroaches. Now, I fund a lot of the public sector of your Heavens Ward. But you private divisions seem to not appreciate my contributions.
We were
Now
there for a very specific reason, sir. If you would allow, I will do my best to explain.
He sits back in the chair again. It creaks and he takes another suck back of his cigar. Very well.
That club is one of many establishments owned by Juma the Club of the Breach Gang, of which you have recently entered into a bargain, from what I understand.
We did. We used to fight with the trolls endlessly, but we set aside our differences recently for a business agreement.
The only reason we are involved, why we were there in the first place, is because the Breach Gang has taken a prince and are using him to fuel a blood trade. We are trying to find that prince.
You can see some of the orcs in the room kind of exchanging quizzical looks, but the Baron is completely unfazed.
We are the Prince Division. We only care about the prince. Getting my fellow officers involved in the fight pit was just a means of allowing us to gather information.
He cocks
What
his
followed
head.
after is not intended.
He cocks his head and looks at you, Kel, and I mean you got dragon blood in you, but there's like there's a nervousness as he stares down at you. You're not necromancy division.
No, we are not.
We're Prince Division.
You watch as his eyebrows go up a little bit. Not really impressed, but just like sort of like coming to a conclusion. You watch as he turns to a couple of the orcs that were on the wall, one that was like cleaning like brass knuckles, and he kind of just so subtly just kind of gestures his hand, and immediately they all relax. This business deal keeps getting better and better. You said something about the blood trade?
We heard from a reliable source close to the Breach Gang that they abducted a prince, are holding him, and they were speaking of blood bags. It is not too hard of a leap to assume blood trade.
He leans one of his arms on the, like his elbow on the arms of one of his, I can't words. He leans his elbow on the arm of on his big chair and kind of like leans back and he goes, princes, magical conduits. I believe dragons covet them, if I'm not mistaken.
Mythical creatures in general, because they directly benefit power-wise.
He kind of shrugs with the cigar in one hand, and as he kind of moves the cigar, the smoke kind of trails. He kind of shrugs and goes, "It's of no use to an orc." So you believe that? I believe what was his name? Juga?
Juma the Club.
Juma the Club. He kind of like lulls his head and goes, "So you believe that Juma has this prince you speak of?"
No, we do not know who has him exactly. We know it's the Breach Gang. Karel's the Bride in particular.
You watch as one of his eyes kind of narrows, the other one staying fully open. He leans back to an orc behind him. He brings up his hand to cover his mouth and whispers something. Anyone who would like to may roll a perception check.
I will do so.
Sure.
Big
why not?
ears, don't fail me now. 19.
Okay.
That is going to be a 15.
11.
Okay.
7.
All right. I'm gonna roll stealth. Okay. Gibby, Kel, and Tanis. Sorry, Bryant. Your ears are still ringing, man.
He rolled pretty low.
Yeah. You watch as the Baron leans back to this other orc who also seems to be a bit older, definitely more of like the managerial type over than just a thug. And he kind of leans over and with the back of his hand kind of covers his mouth, not so subtly. And you hear the Baron kind of lean back and go, "You might want to see if the widow's getting her business usurped a little bit." And you watch as the other orc kind of nods and he steps out of the room. The Baron
I've
turns
never heard
back.
the name of the widow before.
I'm writing it down.
I'm going to say no. You guys have not heard the name.
All right.
Well, we have now.
You have now, yeah.
Someone else involved in blood trade? Question mark. Actually, yeah, we can't roll on that name at all in terms of history or.
It's
I would
not
imagine
really.
it's the drow in charge of the blood trade if I had to make a leap.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'd say
Probably.
it's not really a history check. It's not really a person who would be, have, history about them publicly that you would access. The Baron turns back to all of you and goes, "Well, that leaves us with a bit of a predicament, doesn't it?"
We don't
We
have
still
any
must make
interest.
amends for what happened, as it was not intended.
We don't have any interest in disrupting your business, sir, but we are the
Yet.
Press Division, and we need to find this person and help them.
We have no interest in disrupting your business, but as of last night, we have. Tell us what we must do to make amends.
He leans back in his chair. Well, we
I
want
would
our
prefer
money
not
back.
to make an enemy.
No. I don't like enemies. Enemies don't pay dues. I want my money back. That's first and foremost. And I want you to tell your necromancy division to fuck off.
We can most certainly deliver that message. Whether or not they will listen to us, I cannot promise. As far as the money, I do not believe we have 12,000 on us. I can give you all that I have now, but we might have to make payment arrangements.
That can be arranged. As for Corelch, I don't like this news. It is true the orcs and the trolls have made a shaky business agreement, for lack of a better word. I'm no fool. Trolls aren't like orcs. In fact, as I sit in my seat, I am far more related to your elven friend here than a troll. Trolls descended from giant kin. And if what you're saying is true, then Corelch the Bride took that prince for what I can assume an undermining purpose. Watch as he takes his cigar and just crushes it into an ashtray. I don't like it when people don't follow the contract that I've laid out for an agreement. I don't like loose ends. So, officers, how can I help?
The information we were trying to ascertain is where the prince is being kept. We know their main headquarters. We know exactly where that is. But we cannot guarantee the prince is there. To make an assault on the bridge gang is
Death.
directly tantamount to suicide.
No, that would be foolish. Incredibly foolish. He watches his eyes kind of turn over and he notes you, Brian. He's kind of looking at you for a long time.
He's not going to look away from him, but he's also not going to say anything.
He stares at you for a little while. Almost in a weird way, kind of acknowledging you, but you're not sure why. I'm going to say roll an insight.
Oh, good. I'm awesome at these. Let's see.
Baron's
2.
got okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you have no idea why he's staring at you for a bit of a longer time.
I'm gonna give him a glare. I'm gonna make it known I'm not happy with him, but that's about the extent of what I can do because I have no idea why he's glaring at me.
As you kind of like, purse your face and glare at him, you watch as this guy has been stoic this entire time. He actually kind of cracks a little bit of a smirk. Not like a fuck you kind of smirk, but just like a, oh, you. Like, oh, you.
Amused.
Yeah, he's amused. You watch as he pulls open a drawer next to him, and he pulls out a black case. And with just the idle swipe of a finger, he flips it open and pulls out another cigar and gently closes the case, reaches over and grabs a cigar cutter and just cuts it and places it next to him. He doesn't light it, he just places it next to him. Tell you what. You find out where this prince is. You find proof of where they are. Or testimony from someone I trust. He kind of looks around the room. We'll get you that prince back.
You would do that.
If that bitch is keeping secrets from me, then yes. Yes, I would.
Tannis looks back at the rest of the group at this. Slowly turns his head.
Wouldn't be the first time I helped the cops with something. It certainly will not be the last.
Then we need to find other avenues of information. We are now a known quantity to the Bridge Gang thanks to Malik.
Malik.
The manticore who will likely outed our identities to your lads.
You watch as Joseph turns and goes, yeah, he ratted them out. And the Baron kind of turns and nods and goes, I don't care. Do what you need to do. But just don't do it in my name. Joseph kind of perks up. Congratulations. You're going to work with the police. You hear a bunch of the other orcs begin to chuckle, and you watch as Durzov's arms kind of drop because he's had him cross this whole time. And he goes, boss, I mean, certainly we could just give him a silver. You watch as the Baron just stares at him. Right, sorry, boss. He kind of steps back.
Above game. Oh, no! I heart him a little bit.
You find anything else pertinent? Have Durzub call me.
Understood.
Agok, he turns and there's like an orc who's like currently like picking his nose in the corner. He's like, kind of looks forward. Get the elf his daughter. Apologies, Mr. Tannis. But we didn't have a means of getting into contact with you. We found other venues, and I didn't want to leave your daughter by her lonesome. I don't think it's very responsible of a father to leave their child on their own for too long.
I'm assuming that's what Yagnar is for.
You watch as he kind of just stares at you and goes, I'm a busy man.
So am I.
You might need to get a Yagnar of your own.
I might just have to do that. Thank you for the tip.
You watch as the orc leaves the room. So, that's our business then. To ensure this, you are all on the same page.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Turns to you, Bryant, and looks at you.
I don't have much of a choice.
Turns to you, Tanis.
Tell your man I'll fight for him. He can bet on me until he gets his money back.
Overconfidence. The food of the wise man and liquor of the fool. He picks up the cigar and he lights it as that same orc who had left earlier re-enters and is visibly sweating. You watch as he kind of runs past you guys and walks up to the Baron right to his ear, and you kind of hear him whisper something into his ear. Go ahead and roll perception checks.
Woo. Here we go.
14.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. 22.
That is going to be a 12.
Okay.
17.
Okay. So the orc whispering rolled a natural 1. So
Hey, boss, I was just...
you guys watch as he kind of rushes and almost like clips his pelvis like on the desk and runs over to the Baron and goes, boss, they're gone. And the Baron kind of turns and goes, what do you mean? His kid's gone. What do you mean his kid's gone? Amelia's gone too. And you watch as the Baron stiffens immediately and the temperature of the room goes down a few degrees. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Fuck! I don't know who you are.
Oh,
I
I
don't
was
know
waiting
what
for
you
that.
want.
Brian's just going to be smiling so hard.
We're in debt to a mafia boss.
Maybe just-
Wrong. I'm in debt to a mafia boss.
Technically, Kel's the one that put you
oh
in
god, I
that
should go feed the
chair.
cat. Okay, hang on.
It's true, it is your fault. You should really be in my position, but Tanis wouldn't do that.
That's why Kel's already discussing payment arrangements.
Ah.
Once he has enough to keep his apartment, he'll just give everything else to the Baron.
He has no concept of money.
Oh man, dude, I was so like the entire week after last week, I was like, my brain was like, chicka, 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 and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I was like, oh my god, all these things I can do. So,
Oh, right. I diabetes cat. Let's feed.
yeah.
One moment.
How you doing, chat?
Also,
Everybody-
I like that the hypothetical we proposed last week about Bryant explaining things just came around to Kel explaining things.
Well, I mean, there was what's the point in talking to Bryant? Like, there was really no point. They wanted to find you. They clearly they took all his shit. So here's the thing about the orcs and how they work. So there's a lot they did that you guys did not see, but I had to plan out like off screen how they took the steps to do what they did. That's why the orc mafia is fun, because they're doing stuff behind the scenes in sequential order, where if I had to explain it, it makes sense. Because their chain of thought is based off of what they did themselves. So, for example, they took everything of Bryant's. They actually don't have his phone because his stuff is still like half of his stuff is still at the fight pit. It was left behind. And then everything else, I could explain it later, but like, yeah,
Fun that they thought we were the necromancy division.
I'm shrugging.
Who did you find at the fight pit?
Avulaga was necromancy division. They probably assumed
Exactly.
since we
So
freed
there's
her.
history there. That's you don't know why, but you know that they're investigating.
We're gonna have to go back to that fight pit to get your stuff.
Yeah, you are missing a few small things, Bryant. Your phone's missing.
We should probably ask the Baron's permission. That way we don't run into another snafu.
I'm sitting. It is so hard to stay quiet, man.
I know.
Fuck.
You do not know how hard it was to resist waving to the Baron when we walked in.
I was gonna say, if there is a person to not wave to, it is this fucking man. Of all the people in the city, this man is not the person to do it to. But that's your choice to make, and I'm really glad you didn't do it.
Yep. Kel might be simple, but he's not dumb.
Oh, it's gonna be fun trying to find new sources of information now that we're basically pariahs with the trolls.
But we'll tackle that.
And I'm going to find that manticore.
Chet wants to know who drew the picture.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah, that art, Jack.
That is 100% Jack. He did this. He did this actually a decent amount of time ago because I knew this character was probably going to show up at some point. But he did a fantastic job with this. Like, absolutely fantastic job. I am going to grab something really quick to eat, and I will be right back.
Well, that went better than expected. Also, hello, chat. It is quiet.
Bosco.
Well, guess it's just me. So, how you doing today, chat? Seems like people are doing pretty good. That's good to hear.
I'm doing fairly well myself thus far. Hopefully everyone's having a splendid night.
Also, can we take a moment to look at this art because,
The Baron is amazing.
I especially like the braids in the beard.
For those who don't have beards or those whose beards are not long enough,
I can tell you from personal experience that trying to braid your beard is really rough. Oh, you're back, Bosco.
I never left.
Pretty sure you did, because I was all alone.
Oh, I didn't hear you say anything.
Anyway, people are wondering about what charity you're doing tomorrow. Or later tonight.
Oh, let me look it up.
the Prince Division, Travis?
I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
I knew you were going there.
Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
The moment I heard your daughter went missing, I was just sitting here waiting for the Taken reference.
In my mind, I was like,
Janice Wood.
Of course. Cat.
Goblin.
Yeah.
She needs a bath tonight. She's getting a bath tonight.
Stinky goblin.
No, I do not hurt my voice swapping back and forth.
It's just something I do naturally. I don't really control it.
All that much.
Do you want to hear a tragic story?
Our rolls?
Well, I mean,
Our rolls tonight have been okay, aside from the one.
It's a natural one to start it.
I added roll 20 and I said, "Can you knock it off?"
What's your tragic story, Monty?
So
All right.
my headphones broke. And on the same day my headphones broke, when I went before going to bed at night, I was like, I'm gonna drown my sorrows in my pickled asparagus that I love so much. And people can judge me for this. So I ate like, 4 or 5
Pickled asparagus?
Yeah, it's really good. I really like it.
Oh.
So I ate like five spears of pickled asparagus, took the lid, put it on the glass jar, and then picked up the jar by the lid and opened the door, and the entire thing
No.
fell off the lid, smashed to the floor. Goodbye, pickled asparagus.
No.
So I am.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I literally, you know, when something happens and you just stand there, just like fully going through the 5 stages of grief in just like a couple seconds. Like,
Yeah.
I just stood there. Goblin was standing there looking at me like, what the fuck was that? And I just like looked at the floor and I'm just like, oh.
So, Arkov, I have the answer you were seeking.
Okay.
Mhm.
You all right,
No,
Monty?
people were wondering about the charity Bosco was doing.
I dropped an entire jar of pickled asparagus on the floor a couple days ago.
Oh no, I heard that. I guess you got very soft for a second.
So please support my Kickstarter where I buy a new
Wow.
jar of fucking pickled asparagus.
Well, guys, if you want to support actual charities and actual causes, the ones that I'm going to be working for,
Yeah.
are, Change Today, Change Tomorrow, which does various campaigns across the country. Right now, they're doing hashtag Feed the West. They're doing one in Louisville, and a couple other places. So the links to that I can post. And then we're also going to donate to the Okra Project, which is a collective that seeks to address the global crisis that's faced by Black trans people. So they bring home-cooked, healthy, and culturally specific meals and resources to Black trans people wherever we can reach them. So it's there's a lot of bullshit going on in the world. We're just trying to make it a little bit better day to time. So that's what we're going to be working on. It's going to start at 1 a.m. PST. So
are you allowed to talk about what the actual what you get?
Oh,
are
yeah,
in
we're
that
gonna
game?
we're all playing dragons. We're basically the premise of the story is we're all doing that. That's all I'm gonna say. But
Yeah,
you should check it out.
we'll be rating them after the stream. So if you guys are watching the stream right now and you want to check out more D&D and you want to support a good cause, we will be rating them after we're done today's episode. Speaking of which, is everybody back?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, well, Arkov.
Goodbye,
Markov?
Chad.
Oh.
I'm always here. I don't leave.
Yeah,
I don't
leave
know,
either.
maybe
it's always
maybe
a
I have
safe
to
bet.
go
When
pee or
Connor and
something.
Sarah are back, we're good.
I'm always here just waiting for my friends to return.
Trying to find. So,
Seriously though, that's a great freaking picture of the Baron.
oh yeah, it's. I had a
it's-
very specific thing I wanted.
It's so
Um,
good.
So, the moment that intro drops, this man who had been sitting in front of you very calmly immediately does not look calm at all anymore. His eyes go wide. He almost opens his mouth, but he immediately picks up the phone and kind of quickly just jabs in a bunch of numbers and kind of talks and he goes, "Every exit, block off every single exit, check everything. It's Amelia. You watch as he slaps the phone down. He turns over and goes, all of you spread out. And immediately all the orcs are like, oh shit. And they all kind of scatter around. And you watch as the Baron stands up. And at the point where he stands up, you now get a sense of how big he is. He's about 11 feet tall, almost. He is huge. He looks down at the four of you with no real aggression, but just like kind of like, checking all his options. And he turns and he goes, do you work with anybody else?
No.
Be honest with me.
We're the Prince Division. I'm not sure what you mean by anyone else.
It is just
We
us
work with-
four.
We've worked with dragons.
There is no one with us in the Fiend Ward, if that is what you are asking. We were told we were on our own.
He kind of looks at you. Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. That is a 10.
Okay. Now, this guy's really good at reading people for a good reason. He looks at you and he nods, like kind of like knowingly. And he turns to you, Tanis, and goes, is there anywhere your daughter would go?
She likes to go to the arcade.
I mean somewhere safe she would go.
She's got her mother, her uncle, and her aunt.
Where do they live?
Just squint at him. Given your track record with my family, I'm really not sure I'm comfortable telling
Tanis,
you
if he wanted to know where
my
your fucking
lives.
family was, he would find them. Just tell him.
I'll pull up their addresses.
You watch as he kind of turns to four orcs and he just goes, go check here. If you see anything of her, you call me immediately. And they all kind of scatter. Durza! And you watch as Durza's like he's just watching the chaos unfold. He goes, yeah, boss. Check her room. Take them with you. I have a bunch more calls to make. You watch as he sits down. He just frantically starts calling different people and kind of, barking orders at them.
Before turning to leave, I'll look at him. That's how it feels.
He narrows
hope
his
this
eyes
has been-
and looks at you.
I hope this has been a learning experience for you, young man. He turns to leave.
Karabash, get 5 people in the parking lot and you hear him just talking as you guys leave the room.
Oh,
As you leave the room, Tanis. That's gonna hit. That's
Get shot in the head.
Yeah, I was gonna say goodbye.
Just a
How did-
freaking arrow, just like
I
slaps
cannot
in
wait
the
to
back
read
of
the
his
fucking
back.
YouTube comments about why did they switch characters?
19 to hit you.
That'll hit.
Okay. You take 4 points of smacking damage as Durzup smacks you upside the side of the head and goes, what the fuck are you fucking thinking?
He's
You don't talk
fucking
to the
thinking
Baron
of
that
his-
way.
He's
My
fucking
daughter is
thinking of his own
missing.
kid.
My daughter is missing.
You think starting fights gonna help either of you?
No, but
You'll have to
tensions are
forgive me.
high.
I'm not exactly thinking straight at the moment. Thanks for that, by the way.
Show us to her room.
You watch as he pulls out a cell phone and presses it to his ear. Yagnar, where are you? She's missing. You watch as you guys are kind of hurrying down the hallway. You watch as he brings you guys to a room and just kind of pushes open the door. It is a very nice bedroom. It's definitely not meant for a child. That's for sure. It's like a suite. It's like the bed is like for a kid. I mean, you saw her, both Tanis and Bryant. For a kid her age, the bed is like almost like 100 times her size. It's almost like insane how large it is. Clearly meant for like 2 orcs, if not a third orc. You're not sure. The room is similar to the Baron's room, where one entire side of the wall is just glass. There's a spattering of kind of like basic toys. They don't look like they've been played with very much. There is a small desk that appears to definitely not fit with the rest of the decor of this room, with textbooks stacked up. There's a bathroom with like an open bathroom, which you can't really see inside from this angle. and like a big kind of dresser combo. Notably, on top of the dresser is a glass tank, like a tank of some kind.
Like a fish tank?
Yeah, like a fish tank, but it's got like a front door on it. Essentially, it opens from the front.
Is there anything inside it?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Here I go.
Should we all roll that?
Sure, you guys all immediately go to the fish tank. As Durzib's on the phone, you can kind of hear him talking to Yagnar, and he's just kind of barking at him, essentially.
I got a soft 20.
I'm going to assist Kel because I'm not even going to bother rolling. So you get advantage, Kel.
You get advantage, Kel.
Are we all
Nice.
just investigating the fish tank?
I'm assuming that's what everyone
Or the room, I guess.
I'd like to
I might-
investigate the room in general, see if there's
Yeah,
anything
I
about
was going to say
place.
the room.
I
Okay.
might leave suddenly. Something's not sitting right.
Oh, are you okay?
I think I'll be fine. Just
Okay.
Bill,
gotta.
do you maybe want to go ahead now and sort of just sit over the toilet for
I mean,
a little bit?
I'll still be.
Connor,
What?
Connor, go do what you need to do, buddy.
I'll be
assume
listening.
your tummy's upset.
Okay.
I'll be listening.
Okay.
But yeah, can I do
Right.
a check to see if anything seems amiss in the room or out of place?
Sure, with advantage because Bryant will help you.
Would that be investigation or perception?
That would be investigation, yeah.
I'm actually proficient in that.
What?
There's a
So
reason
give
I'm
me
helping you.
specifically where are you looking? Because you can just say I investigate the whole room. What specifically are you going to investigate?
Oh. Are there any other doors in this room?
There's a door leading to a bathroom, but there's one door in and out.
I would like to focus on the desk myself.
Okay. So that 20
So
is
the
going to be.
bed, the desk.
The 20 was for for the tank though, right?
Nah, I want to do the desk.
Okay, you want to do the desk for sure.
What else is there in the room to investigate?
There's like there's a bed, there's some toys on the ground, there's the door that's open currently with Durzib in it, and then there's the bathroom.
Hmm.
Is there
I don't think
carpet?
there'd be anything on the bed.
It is a
Is there-
carpeted room, yeah. It is a carpeted room.
Are there footsteps in the carpet?
It's not thick enough to show footsteps, unfortunately.
Then I guess for lack of anything else to investigate, I'll investigate the bathroom.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation check with advantage.
That is a soft 20.
Okay. So Gibby, you head over to the desk, and you kind of leaf through. It's a lot of homework, long division, and you kind of thumb through, and you do find something poking out of one of the books.
What is it? I will
You
take that.
pull it out. It is a very strange drawing. Almost like rough and crude. Almost like, you know, when you play a video game and you see something for a split second, you have to kind of remember it and jot it down. It seems like something like that. It's a circular symbol with 15 weird kind of scribble markings inside of it, almost in a circle. And like a strange shape in the center that you can't really make out too well. It seems to have been made in a hurry, with not too much like, you know, thought or reference.
I'm good. Durzib,
Just
I'm
No.
gonna go over to him and I'm gonna go over and show him. Does this mean anything?
what? He puts up a finger to you and he goes, "Just fuck off with the food and get over here." And he snaps the phone shut. What?
Does this mean anything to you?
He kind of takes the page and he looks at it and he goes, "It looks like some magic shit. I don't know."
I found it on her desk. Looks like it was done in a hurry.
You humans know more about magic than I do. You make of this. What is it?
Can I roll Arcana on that?
Sure, go ahead and roll Arcana.
All right. That is 17.
You look at the formation and the structure, and even though it's crude and very clearly drawn by a child, this appears to be a ritual sigil of some kind. You don't know what it is because of how like slapdash it is, but just the formation, the runes, like those aren't letters, those are runes. And then the thing in the center is probably a symbol, but you can't make it out because it was done so quickly.
Above game, Bryant's paladin, right? He's magically inclined.
He is, yeah.
Okay. It looks like something like for a ritual or something. Bryant, can you look at this?
I'm helping Kel, but I'll go look at the book, I guess.
Yeah. Kel, you were looking at.
The bathroom, which
Right.
I doubt
Bathroom.
anything's there.
Okay, you go into the bathroom. The bathtub is just a giant jacuzzi. Like it's almost a swimming pool, like sized bathtub. The space is definitely again is too lavish for a child, but there's like towels hanging up, fresh towels. There's like shampoo, and there's a lot of rubber duckies, like a ton of rubber duckies everywhere. Beyond that, as you kind of go through, there's nothing really that catches your eye.
I figured.
Yeah.
I'll call to him too. Kel, do you have a sec? I'm trying to figure this out. I think I need your eyes on this.
Yes, what do you need?
This paper, I found it on her desk. It looks like runes for a ritual. Do you know what this is?
Go ahead and
I
roll
see.
either Arcana or Religion of your choice.
I'll help him, so you get advantage.
They're both zeros, so pick your poison.
That's why I'm giving you advantage.
You're magically inclined. Don't you have any Arcana or Religion yourself?
Those
Sure,
are both
let's go with that.
intelligence. Mine is 0.
You forget, Sarah. They dumb.
That's an 8.
Great.
I will wait. I think I want
I
Tannis to look
tried.
at it too, but I'll wait.
Oh,
'cause-
good.
This
I'll roll
Oh, there you are. Okay.
These things are
tried.
out of my wheelhouse.
I am very spiritual.
Sure.
This
I
does
guess
not sound like
Arcana
healing
check.
arts.
Yeah, Arcana check.
How's
Okay.
a 16?
16. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
This you're able to come to the same conclusion as Gibby. This is definitely a ritual sigil. And you as you look closer at it, the figure in the center is something like a skull.
Is that a skull?
Skull
Yeah,
typically
kind
means
of.
necromantic.
Dursup kind of leans over the rest of you. He goes, "Why is Amelia drawing freaky shit like that?"
Probably because she can see ghosts or something.
Fuck off.
Well, last time I saw her, she was talking to something.
She's got imaginary friends. Every kid's got imaginary friends.
No, I saw that look in her eye.
Are
She
we
was definitely
Wait.
there was definitely something up.
I mean, you know ghosts are real, right, Dorsum?
I know the
There
answer.
is an entire lich ward after all.
We
yeah.
have a necromancy division, although I'm
fuck-
sure you know that.
Fuck those guys, by the way.
We're aware. Question. Was Amelia aware that Tannis's daughter was here?
I think she may have seen him, maybe. That's what I assume. Okay, let me explain what happened. Yagnar, because he's a mouthy bastard, he told us about your daughter. I don't think he meant to, but he's a fucking moron. He points to you, Tannis. So we thought, great, we take Yagnar, we get your kid, we get your phone, we call you, we keep her here. So maybe when one of the boys was loading her through, she must have seen her and maybe made a break for it. Amelia's a nice kid. She's a sympathetic kid, you know? So she probably was freaked out seeing someone she knew.
So he does work with you. That was a bluff.
Yeah, Yagnar kind of works with us. He kind of just rolls his eyes.
Caretaker, from what I gather.
He's about as much of a gangster as you are an orc, and he kind of like juts a chin towards you, Tannis. We
Okay.
picked him because he's goofy looking. Best thing for raising a kid, security and safety. Don't want a bunch of ugly, scary bastards raising a kid.
Tannis,
What?
does your kid still have her cell phone?
Well, seeing as how the Baron called me on her cell phone, I can't imagine she would have gotten it back.
Does
Right.
Amelia have a cell phone? Does anybody have a fucking phone?
Amelia don't have a cell phone. Usually Yagnar carries a cell phone with him.
You gotta be shitting me.
I'd like
okay,
that
from
back,
this
by the way.
picture,
I am not
from
buying
this
her a new
picture,
phone.
from this picture I'm looking at, can we safely assume that this is something like you would draw out on the ground or something?
You don't know. It's
Mm.
you're not sure.
I'm going to take a picture of it.
Okay, you take out your phone and you take a picture of it.
Are there any marks on the floor where she might have drawn something similar, like on the carpet, under the carpet? Is there any stains?
Roll an investigation check to check the carpet.
Great.
I'm going to give you guidance and help you. So
It
advantage.
doesn't matter. It's a 3.
No.
I
We have
was hoping
advantage.
you'd
You have
have
advantage.
Oh, advantage. All right.
Yeah.
Roll again with guidance.
15. Oh, that might
Roll-
actually fucking help.
Roll a d4.
Thank
Wow.
you, 19. Let's go roll 20.
There we go. You scour the ground, and you look around. Notably, the majority of traffic is around the desk and around the bed, and near the dresser. That's what you're able to find
Right.
out is those 3 locations.
Where were you keeping Tannis's daughter?
And then we kept her in a suite room, locked it up. We locked up Amelia's room too. Whenever the Baron has meetings, we don't want her seeing anything.
Can you take us to where you were keeping Tannis's daughter?
Yeah, sure.
Because likely Amelia would have had to go there.
All right, come on.
Yeah, it's
Unless
probably safe to
your
assume
daughter
they're
is a
together.
cat burglar.
You watch as Durzib kind of takes you out, and you watch now as one of the orcs is currently being kind of pinned to a wall by 2 other orcs, and they're currently yelling at him in Orcish. And you hear Durzib kind of talk back, kind of quizzically, asking what's going on, and they kind of respond back in Orcish, and Durzib kind of nods and is like, and it kind of turns back to you guys and kind of shepherds you guys down the hall, ignoring the situation.
Can
assume
I,
he was the one watching.
Monty,
Mm-hmm.
can I try to keep Kel behind in the room to keep looking in Amelia's room while they go look at
Sure.
the other room?
Absolutely, if
Okay.
you want to stay there.
Yeah. Kel,
As Durzib's leaving, though, he will turn to you and go, "Don't pocket anything."
I don't want your fucking shit.
All right, Kel and Bryant, you guys are left in the room. Tanis and Gibby,
Mhm.
you guys are led to a few doors down, only 2 doors down. You guys are led to essentially what would be a guest suite. Notably, the room is basically untouched for the most part. Just at first glance, it looks like Amelia's room, but without the extra additions, essentially. It's kind of soulless and empty.
Does anything look out of the ordinary, out of place?
I'll say just roll a general investigation, the 2 of you, each individually.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
14.
Here I go.
Okay.
4.
4. Tanis, you kind of scour the room, pretty angry dad mode. As you guys look around top to bottom,
He's busy sending off that picture to just everybody he can think of at the division, the chief. Oh god, I forget her name.
Lucy.
Lucy, yeah.
Okay. You send it off to them.
Does that mean anything to you?
Lucy responds with weird mandala kind of question mark, like unsure. In the other room, while you guys are scouring the room that Nefene was kept in, Cal and Bryant, where are you guys looking?
I'm gonna turn to Kel. Hey Rex, do you know how to
What
sense
is it?
magic?
I do, yes. What in particular are you after?
Just try to detect if something was done in here recently. I'm gonna look for things.
Dev, you will have to be more specific. I can only search for a very specific thing at a time.
Check for necromancy magic.
So an undead presence.
Yes.
All right. I will cast Detect Evil and Good and search for undead presence.
Okay, you do detect an undead in this room.
There is undead in this room with us.
And that is gonna make Brian take a deep breath, and he's gonna look real hard to try to see it.
It is coming from that little glass tank on top of the dresser.
Kel,
It's a ghost fish.
he's gonna
Yes.
point at the fish tank. And I'm gonna move over to it.
Okay. You guys move towards it. It is a very simple, baby, child's first, keeping a pet sort of setup. There's a little water dish, and there's some leaves inside and some sticks. And the bottom has some dirt in it. And you currently see sitting just a simple pond frog just sitting in the corner of the fish tank.
The frog.
It's about the size of like, oh god, I don't even know, like a Zippo lighter. It's not tiny, but it's like pretty reasonably sized.
It
Is it
is
dead?
a frog.
It's not really
Is it
moving.
dead? It's not moving?
Roll a nature check, I guess.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Do we both do that?
13.
Yeah, go ahead. Kelly, you do it too.
This is gonna be bad.
This is real bad.
Oh, also 13.
Oh, unlucky number 13.
It is moving. Like it does when you guys are kind of leaning in, it does react to you. Notably, it is not breathing.
So it is an undead frog.
Huh.
That is a very strange pet to keep.
She was trying to resurrect her frog.
Wait, what?
You said in the book there was what? When you're a kid and you're 10 years old and your frog dies, what's the first thing you would do if you knew about magic? Try to bring it back.
This tells me that Bryant wasn't listening to the girl. Above game.
Yeah.
Yep, he wasn't.
Fucking course. I don't want to strangle Bryant.
I know.
So she brought back her pet frog?
I don't fucking know. Does this damn thing talk?
You tell me. You see things.
Hey, frog! Of course not. It's a fucking frog.
Are there any other undead presences in this room or any consecrated ground? Because this lasts for 2 minutes.
There is consecrated ground as well. It's subtle though. It's not that concentrated. It's kind of like a cloud almost a little bit.
Well,
It is
where Julia was here.
it is mostly around the window and the bed itself, specifically up in the canopy because this is a canopied bed.
There is also consecration around the window and in the canopy. I wonder if she has a spirit too.
Oh, shit. What? Why the fuck? Oh, God. Of course, now they're never fucking around. When I need to talk to somebody, they're never fucking here.
Dana said she could see ghosts, yes?
Right, which means she probably talked to them and they probably led her where she needed to go.
That
Oh,
if they led her
shit,
anywhere,
that's what happened with the frog. This is the fucking fuck. Oh, shit.
If you think the ghosts are leading her somewhere, I can keep this up for 10 minutes at a time. If we go to the
No.
building, if they are near, I can
No.
track them.
Rex, you don't understand. I just remembered something.
What? What did
This
you
is the
remember?
fuck. So I saw her. She came in the room when I was tied up. And she mentioned she put a soul back in a frog when she was in school. That's a frog, and it's a weird frog.
Oh. That must have been really awkward in the middle of class.
Boy, you don't think. But where the fuck did they take her?
If we can go through the building, I can keep scanning. If we can somehow get within 30 feet, then I might be able to track.
You have to stick with me. We have to search this whole building. I guarantee you there's still going to be those things with her.
Then that's our best bet.
Let's go.
All
And
right.
Kel and I are going to
Meanwhile,
start moving around.
in the other room,
Does this happen a lot? Does Amelia tend to wander off on her own?
she's supposed to stay on this floor. That's it's her house, more or less. Look,
Has
Oh,
this
that-
specific
but does
scenario
she-
happened before?
what do you mean, like her running all the way away?
Well, just
Like going
has
missing?
she ever? Yeah, basically.
No, never. She's a good kid. I mean, she I don't know. Look, okay, the Baron's trying his best, all right? I mean, given the circumstances, I mean, she's a human, and we're all orcs. We're trying, you know?
I understand. I don't mean like. I mean, has she ever wandered off in the building? It's a big building.
Yeah,
Has she
yeah,
Is
ever?
there any Is there
Okay.
anything of Nephine's in this room?
You look around, you don't see anything. Nothing. But you do notice that the door handle is kind of weird when you make your way out of the room. Like when you grab the door and you kind of twist the knob, it's almost like there's nothing there, and it just kind of like the whole thing spins almost entirely like all the way around, like almost an entire clock cycle.
What's this for?
Huh?
This. And they start spinning the knob.
What the fuck? He kind of leans over and he grabs it. It's fucking broken.
That must be how she got out then.
Broken. Doesn't feel like there's anything even there.
The fuck? You watch as he kind of like, he pulls out his cell phone and he turns on a cell phone light and says, "You got better eyes than me. Take a look. What's in there?"
I'll lean in and see what's going on.
Okay, roll a
See with
perception
your
check with
elven eyes.
advantage because Durzip is helping you.
Oh, good. With his flashlight.
Yeah, with his
This will be great for
flashlight.
my. This will be great for my. dark
You, the
vision.
master of seeing things, should take this with you.
Oh, there's with advantage.
With advantage. He is trying to help you.
12.
12. As you look through, you can actually see through the entire other end of the doorknob. The inside is, from what you can tell by the light, has been melted on the inside. Or
It's
something.
been melted.
What?
Has Neff ever displayed any sort of magical capabilities?
No,
with
it's not inherent unless she's a sorcerer, which you would know by her birth.
Okay.
Like then yes, but Nephine doesn't seem that magically inclined. A human, maybe. Nephine, not so much.
Looks like it's melted.
So did someone kidnap her? Kidnap both of them?
Just look at Dursa. Just like, well, yes, someone did kidnap Nephine.
Look, we're sorry, all right?
All right.
I don't think
Let's
you are.
real quick.
Tannis and
real
Bryant
quick.
have switched.
Let's go back real quick. This building is huge. Is there a place in this building she likes to go, or is there like a hidey hole, secret passages, something maybe empty or abandoned that she could go to that she knows about?
You watch as Durzip just takes his hands and like sandwiches his face between his hands and drags his fingers down his cheeks and goes, "Oh god, she's so fucking small. She could fit in so many different places. Son of a bitch."
And keep in mind, she's most likely got another kid with her too.
That is true. It's the kitchen, I guess. There's a chef there she likes to talk to. She's a lady orc. She scares the piss out of me, but she seemed to like her.
Okay. Should we check that out?
I figured the Baron probably sent someone to go talk to her already, but I guess we could if you want to.
Could you ask him real quick? Save us some time.
Yeah, sure. Let me just. He watches. He pulls out his cell phone and starts to ring. Son of a bitch, line's busy. Give me a minute.
What else?
Kel and Brian, are you guys still searching the room?
No, we left
No,
the room.
we
We were
left the
trying
room.
to
We're
start to
roaming
scan the
around trying to
building.
get a signal on
Yeah.
Undead.
All right. You guys make your way around the top floor, which is where you are.
Mhm.
A lot of orcs are giving you guys side glances. Like they're kind of like, they're not like looking at you like, who are these assholes, but just kind of like, what the hell are they doing? Just walking around. Like, well, everyone, literally there's like an orc that's lifting up a picture frame going, "Amelia!" Like everyone's like running around yelling her name and like looking in like different things on the floor.
Kel is
do we get a
specifically
ping?
looking around, trying to search for consecration and for undead with
Okay.
his detect evil and good.
You don't detect anything as you make your way through. Yeah, you don't detect a thing, honestly.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
when we
only
get to the
30 feet.
elevator, we're gonna go down because
Okay.
there's nothing on this floor.
But which floor are we going to? I assume all the way down? Because we haven't even experienced the other floors. We don't know how many there are. We may want to meet up with the others first.
That's a good point. Fucking all right. Let's go. I guess we will try to find the other guys.
All right, you guys head back at this point. Gibby and Tanis, you guys are kind of standing in the door frame of the other room as you see Bryant and Kel approach.
Oh, wait a minute. Couldn't Kel detect magic on this door? That's obviously been magically
He's got it
melted.
running.
He's got it
He's
running,
got it
yeah.
running.
Okay, Kel, come here.
Seeing
Yes, what is it?
Seeing
This
Connor,
door's been melted.
Connor, you cut out
They-
there.
well, they're running, right?
I imagine
They're
they're at a
running-
brisk pace of some manner.
They're running to us.
Towards you because we're checking the
Okay.
whole floor, so we'd be walking
We're
back
power
towards you
walking.
guys.
All right,
Power
I thought you
walking,
were.
power walking.
All right, I thought you were going somewhere else. Okay.
No.
Just like they just ran past us, like, wait, what? No, we gotta go by.
Well, obviously they would have a lead if they were. Yeah. All right. So if they're coming towards us, then Ryan, then
Okay. You guys
Do
all
I
meet up with
detect
each other
any
again.
consecration or undead on that door?
You do. From the inside of the door frame, you detect something.
Undead, I assume? Or is it
Not a-
desecrated ground?
It's weirdly a neutral. Yeah, I'd say actually, yeah, desecrated. It's desecrated.
Hey, Monty.
Yeah.
Having now seen that this is melted, does it look like electricity could do this?
Do you take a look?
Yes.
All right. As you look inside, Durzup again pulls out his cell phone and turns on the flashlight. You see little wisps, like a little tiny remain of wisps just dancing around, almost like when you blow out a candle and there's like a little single kind of thread kind of moving. You see that inside of the door frame.
Does it look similar to what I saw when she came in the room before when those two things were flying around, like at the tail end of what the... Okay.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Do I have a general idea of what that quote-unquote signature is? So if I were to see it again, I would know?
It is different than what the Yeth Hound left behind for sure. It is a lot more subtle and a lot more, I would say gentle. That's kind of a weird descriptor for it, but it is. It's kind of like a calm, sort of flowing thing. The color is definitely similar to the things that you saw. So,
what's on this? So this is on a door.
Yeah.
So this
Inside
is on the door to get out.
Yeah. But right in the
Okay,
middle
so-
of it. So it was right in the middle of it, more or less.
Okay. Is there any other way out of this room other than going through that door?
No. There's a bathroom, but that doesn't lead anywhere else, and it's just the one door in and out, almost like a hotel room.
Okay, so they're definitely not here. I'm going to turn back to the orc. Is there any place else in this place that she would go?
The Baron's office. You watch as he counts out. Baron's office, the kitchen, her room.
Where's the kitchen?
Downstairs, main floor.
Let's go to the kitchen now.
Okay. Jesus. Humans.
Darzib,
Yeah.
I do not think Amelia has imaginary friends. This doorknob is desecrated, undead, all over the place. Our room also had consecrated ground.
All of you in the room. He points to the room that Nephine was held in. I'm not fucking everyone in there right now.
Okay. Gil walks in.
All right.
okay.
You watch as Durzup just kind of quickly peeks out the hallway and then closes the door as you guys enter the room. And he turns to all you, goes, if Amelia got some sort of connection to necromancy shit, you don't say fucking anything.
That goes without saying.
Not even to the fucking Baron.
Why?
Necromancers tried to kill him many times before. He turns and looks towards you, Gibby. I almost died to one.
This is his daughter, though. We
She
don't
ain't.
even know what this is yet.
She
What?
ain't a fucking necromancer, all right?
I really doubt that she is.
Just
Just
because
saying.
she sees ghosts does not make her a necromancer.
No, you listen to me, dragon friend. She don't see ghosts, all right? She don't see ghosts.
Hey,
Go.
douchebag, she doesn't see ghosts. Now go to the kitchen.
Just, I don't want the kid getting in trouble, all
Shut
right?
up and let's go to the kitchen. We didn't see anything.
All right.
And we
I
don't
don't-
know anything.
I don't care. I want my daughter back.
We'll get your daughter back.
I'm just letting you know what we're
You'd-
dealing with.
Better.
Kitchen, everyone. It's so urgent. And he throws
We're
open the
all-
door.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You guys make your way down into the elevator to the ground floor again. And you guys make your way into the kitchen. Currently, there are boys everywhere. You make your way through the hallway, and you can see that as you make your way to the barn, and you see Durzub just kind of peek. The doors are kind of open. They're being held open. And you can just see there are just like about 50 different orc mafia members just going through the casino, looking through everything.
I
You guys
still
make your way
have
past.
detect good and evil active. Do I
Okay.
pick up on any undead or desecration, consecration?
Besides
That's
the evil devil's game of gambling, no, you don't detect anything.
No
The
matter if it's
ultimate
partake.
sin.
You guys make your way to the kitchen, where you currently see there's like two other orcs there's an orc in the fridge going Amelia, like looking through the fridge, like pushing the mustard out of the way. Not all these orcs are super smart. Others are like kind of like, properly looking in storage things and like, other things where she actually would fit into. As you guys enter in, one of the orcs, you can see that they have copper rings on their fingers, these guys. One of them turns to Durza and goes, Durza, we're just checking the garbage chute right now. And Durza just kind of gives a nod. And he walks up to a female orc woman who is kind of standing with her arms crossed. She's that same woman bartender you saw earlier with the ponytail in front of her hair. You watch as Durza. She kind of cocks her eyebrow. She is taller. She's a bit thinner in stature. And she looks to be about, I'd say probably younger than Durzub. I'd say she looks like she's probably around like 25, maybe, in age. And you watch as Durzub kind of walks up to her and goes, Ravavi. And she's like, what'd you do now, Durzub? He's like, shut up. The kid's missing. And she kind of turns and goes, yeah, I noticed. What did you do? I didn't do fucking nothing. Neither the Baron. She just ran off. And she kind of crosses her arms and looks at him and goes, kids don't just run off.
Ma'am, listen, don't listen to the asshole. We really need your help. There's 2 girls missing. Did you happen to see either one of them?
Great, the humans are multiplying, Durzub. Durzub, just answer his question.
Elf,
No,
actually.
She kind of tilts her head. Elf and dragon, whatever. No, I haven't
Hello.
seen Amelia.
Ma'am,
Right.
Durzub told us Amelia is friends with you. You talked to her?
Yeah, we talk sometimes.
Is there a place in this hotel she might go to, someplace secluded, someplace she just likes to be alone, something like that?
She's always alone in her room, except for Yagnar outside the door.
So
Why
let's
should
assume that she's not in her room. Has she ever run away before? Has she ever tried to hide?
No, Durzub kind of turns and she looks to you. And she turns to Durzub and goes, there is Mama Ragigi. And you watch as Durzub just like stiffens. Like the moment she says the name, his back straightens, his shoulders set back. He tucks his hands close to his body and he turns a lighter shade of green.
Okay,
Mama
so who is
Ragigi?
that and where can we find them?
It's a safe house for women, more or less. You gave her number, didn't you? And you watch as Ravavi kind of turns and goes,
Did she say? Did he say safe house or slave house?
safe house. Safe
Okay,
house.
I heard an L in there. I was very concerned.
Sorry. I might have,
Yeah.
no, a women's safe house.
Okay.
Has
You watch
Amelia
the-
gone there before?
No, the female orc turns and looks to you, Gibby. But it is a place for her to go if she feels unsafe.
All right, so that's definitely probably a thing that she would do right now. Where is it?
I can write down the address.
Please, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she turns over and she grabs like one of the receipt, like the receipts they use for orders, for like food orders, and she slaps it on the table and pulls this really crude pencil and jots down the address. And Durzub just kind of runs his fingers over his face. It's a far way to go for a fucking kid, but it's worth looking at least. Maybe we can catch her before she gets there. I don't know.
You're
I mean,
clearly not a father.
I'm-
I'm gonna hand the piece of paper to Tanis. Let's go.
Yeah,
You watch it as Durzub
already-
kind of like stands next, like walks next to you and kind of leans into you. Brian goes, "Of course I'm not a fucking dad. I'm young."
Could you guys not for 5 minutes? Can we just?
I'm already punching in.
We're
the
already
address
leaving,
on
yeah.
GPS.
Yeah, you guys are making your way through. It's not too far from here. It's
Goodbye,
actually
Mr. Harvey. Was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
She just turns back and kind of looks to the ground. She seems rather nonplussed about the whole thing. As you guys leave, she does call out, "Hey, Durza!" He just kind of stops and looks. He goes, "It's on you." He kind of rolls his eyes and follows the rest of you guys out. You guys have a car?
We obviously
Got
cannot
two.
bring a police cruiser into the Fiend District.
Follow me. We're taking my car.
Will it fit all of us?
Yeah, it could fit me. It could fit all of you. Come on.
Kel will follow.
Sure, why not?
Tannis.
What?
I'm gonna shoot straight with you. If we're meeting somebody named Mama, don't let his ass talk.
Who? Durza?
Yeah. Because if your nickname is Mama, she gonna beat your ass.
I wouldn't know.
Mama just killed a man.
Said I got up to her head. Oh, sorry. You guys make your way to the parkade. Bryant, you remember this parkade. It was not a fond memory, but you're back at it again. Eventually, you guys make your way over to a very, very... I don't know car brands. I'm just going to preface this entire explanation by
Monty,
starting
describe
with
the
that.
car and I'll give you a car.
What's like a Mercedes-Benz? Is that...
That's a very fancy car, yes.
All right, I'm going to look at a Mercedes.
If you want like a mob car, like a Rolls Royce would be super
a-
fucking expensive.
How
If
do
you
you
also
spell
want a
Benz?
good mob car, a Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Yeah, a coupe de, or an Escalade.
Oh, it is. I would say it's probably... I forgot the name of the other cars. That's how bad I am at this.
The Coupe de Ville has a special feature where you can make the windows roll down slowly, and they come tinted with a phone in the car.
It's not a Coupe de Ville. It's definitely not a Coupe de Ville. It's a modern car.
What about a Maybach?
I don't. Oh, God,
We're
look at
spending
me.
so
type
much
in
time
Maybach
just
in a-
figuring out his fancy ass car.
Well, fancy car.
Sure, like a Maybach meets a Rolls Royce.
You know what?
Okay,
It's a Mini
cool.
Cooper. Go.
Slick black
right.
color, pristine, polished, like waxed exterior paint. It's a nice fucking car. It's a very
So-
expensive car.
It's a Transformer.
Sure. You guys make your way over it. He throws open the door and he kind of turns to you and he goes, "All right, get in.
Kel will
Mine-
get in.
Mind the
Already in.
All right, you guys load in. Who's in the front seat and who's in the back seat?
I'll go in the front.
Kel
Okay,
will
give
be in
me-
the back because more room.
Gibby, you sit in the front. The rest of you guys, it's not actually that like tight. It's a very big car. You guys sit in the back.
Orcs.
Yeah, orcs. It's meant to fit orcs specifically. So you guys sit very comfortably. In fact, Cal, this is probably the most comfortable ride you've had in probably your entire life.
Okay, he is not fitting in a Maybach.
So this is what it's like to have leg room.
Okay, he's tearing up in the back.
This is so nice.
The car revs to life. The motor is really, really good, and you watch as very, very like well controlled. Durza backs out the car out of the parkade and makes his way out of the parkade, the underground parking lot, onto the city streets at this point.
How far is this trip?
You don't know.
Ah.
All right, well, we're gonna wait.
I would say keep an eye out as we're driving as well.
Okay.
Also, you've still got that detect good and evil active, so that's good.
It only lasts 10 minutes at a time.
It's
Yeah,
faded
shit.
by now. Yeah.
And I have a finite number of spell slots.
But Monty, may I roll a perception check to keep an eye out as we're driving?
Absolutely, you may.
Because if I
That's
see
not a
magic
ritual.
or
That's
I'm
not a
gonna do
ritual
weapon roll.
spell, is it, Kel?
No.
Ah, shit. All right, worth the shot.
That's a natural 20 perception.
Ooh.
Telling you right now, if I see a manticore, I'm going to tuck and roll.
Very-
And I'll be right behind you.
As you're driving through the city streets, you do see a lot of things, Kel. Like you're literally like, like both your hands are on the edge of the the window, and your like nose is pressed up against the glass. You're fogging the glass with each breath out of your nostrils, looking out the window, seeing various different things. But you don't see a thing.
Aw,
I'm
natural
sorry.
20
Even with the
wasted.
natural 20, I'm sorry. You don't see anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
It
sorry.
is a
dude.
city after all.
But you don't miss anything either, so
So you know he's not there.
You know she's not there. So yeah. As
That
you're
pigeon is attacking that cat. That is amazing. What the hell?
as you guys are
called.
as you guys are driving, Durzub kind of, I'm gonna say, actually Gibby, I'm gonna say roll a perception for me.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. 14.
You catch Durzub just kind of every now and again, just looking at you, Gibby, just every now and again.
Hey, Durza.
Yeah, I had a question.
I take it your name's not Lori.
Lauren.
Wait, what? he actually has to hold back laughter.
I'm not. Look, for what it's worth, at Ripgut, I really did not like doing that. But for the most part, I'm not a good liar. So everything I was telling you was pretty much the truth. My
Wow.
just my intentions were fucked. And-
yeah.
And you know, I'm really sorry about that, honestly. I didn't like doing that.
Now look, I get it. You were doing your job. I mean, I fucking kidnapped your fucking coworker's kid, and I was doing my job.
Oh. So that was you.
No, I didn't grab the kid. Other boys did, but I'm involved. I can feign
Candace,
injury.
I'm having a conversation. Can you give me 1 sec, please? Look, I'm sorry for that. And honestly, you deserve more respect. You're really capable. And I would not say this in front of your boss or any of your colleagues, but I honestly do think you're really nice.
Yeah. We'll see how long that lasts. He kind of leans back to the backseat. Y'all mind if I smoke? Just kidding. It's my fucking car. You watch, he just grabs a cigarette and just puts it in his mouth as you guys continue to drive, water splashing across the wheels.
If you do not want that smell to stick in your vehicle, I would recommend rolling down your window ever so slightly and one of the back windows ever so slightly. Ventilation.
We got a woman here called Seer. She cleans out everything. She's got this fancy doodad spell. Gets rid of everything. It's nice.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah. God, I hope she's okay.
Do you think she wouldn't be?
Amelia's a good kid, you know? Like, she's quiet and yeah, it's one thing to be us and doing our thing. It's another thing when you're that young, you know?
How did she come to be in your care anyway?
So, my boss, you know, he kind of leans back and looks at Tannis. You can disagree, but my boss is a man of honor. So, he keeps word, you know, like he basically you do good by him, he does good by you, more or less. I mean, case in point, I took essentially not really a bullet, but I took a shot for him, and now I'm a red ring. Nice car, nice job, better pay, nice place to live, that sort of thing. I don't know the details really, but Amelia's dad did the Baron a big favor. He was some photographer guy or something like that. I don't know what happened. But the Baron was really like, out of all the people in this fucking city, of all the people, that man, a human man, was the one that the Baron felt he owed the most. And so when Amelia's dad went missing, well, she had nowhere else to go. So the Baron, you know, felt a sense of sort of, I don't know what you call it, like
responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, the man didn't go anywhere because of us. I mean, he kept to himself. I mean, the Baron owed him, like, offered him money. He offered him, like, all kinds of shit. And the man didn't want it. Like, he didn't care. It was impressive for a human at the
The
time.
man saved the Baron's son's life.
He kind of tilts his head and goes, that's what I heard, yeah. Some evidence thing or something like that.
Helped clear his name when he was framed.
So yeah, that's why Amelia's here with us. And you might not think so, but the Baron does care about her a lot. He's old though, and he's busy, and he's got to keep things in order. So, you know, he does what he can. He doesn't make these choices lightly, you know. He thinks about it real hard. He's smart like that. He's big and he's smart. It's the scariest combination in a fucking orc. So yeah, you can get pissed off at him that he doesn't spend all the time of day with her, but you got to remember the show's got to run somehow. And his children, the Baron's children, didn't stick around to take on the family business, and he let them leave. He didn't make them do anything they didn't want to do.
That is good of him.
And like, I don't
Many
agree,
parents give their
Tanis.
children that choice.
I don't agree, Tanis. I don't like kidnapping your kid. I don't like that shit. Unfortunately, old habits die hard.
Is this supposed to make me feel better about him?
No.
It's not working.
I know. But like I said, we're going to make this right. For both of your sakes. All right, we're here. The car kind of comes to a halt. It is a gated, I'd say mansion. It's not a mansion. It's not huge, but it is a big house in a gated courtyard. You guys have traveled quite a way. This is weirdly nice for the border of the Central and Fiend Ward. There are houses here that have beautiful, like perfectly trimmed hedges, gardens. It's very lush. That would be the way I would describe it. There's lots of trees. There's lots of foliage, all kind of like landscaped. And this house is framed by this large, expansive, almost Windows XP background screen, like field of grass. Yeah,
Serene.
very nice for the middle of the city. Very nice. Oh god! You watch as Durza like kind of opens the door and steps out of the car, and you hear him kind of mumble in his breath. Oh, ancestors, God, my fucking spirit! Like he's just shaking his head.
I am going to assume that only Officer Gibby can go in there.
No. We can go in. Just mind your voices. Don't be too loud. Look, when I was a scrappy little bastard, this woman raised me, and she's firm.
Oh, so it's little mama.
All right, you don't have to make fucking fun of it. All right,
No,
you can
not making fun.
Trying not to laugh, but I'm smiling just a little bit.
What was her name again? Mama Regigi?
Mama Rugigia.
Regigi.
Yeah. She will.
You should give your mother a hug.
No.
You look stern.
He points towards you. You don't know what you're in for.
I was raised by a dragon. I know many things.
Fair enough. Honestly, I take the dragon. You watch as he steps towards the
You say
door.
that now.
All right, you guys follow him?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him such shit over this.
You guys make your way to the front door. The house itself is very subdued, kind of almost like rosy colors, I guess. It's not really like bright, but it's not like depressing either. It's kind of got this sort of like magey kind of look to it. It's like deep blues and purples, and the frames are like this dark wood. It's a very nice house, very well kept. As Durza walks up to the door, he kind of like turns and straightens the tie, make sure it's nice and tight, folds over, make sure everything's buttoned, kind of brushes out any sort of wrinkles in the jacket. And he kind of leans over and presses the doorknob, and he takes a step back and he goes, I'll be perfect honest. It might be best if you guys take this, really. Just, I'm just here as an observer for the Baron,
Okay.
You are our
Mike is marching in. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You guys you're just going inside?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to knock on the door and just
Kelsey's
eye
going to
them
bring
like.
up the rear. Just
I'm
as
gonna
I'm gonna eyeball both of them. Just be like, could you just? I'm gonna knock.
All right, as you go to knock, they throw open the door.
God damn it!
You guys immediately smell roses, like just dried roses. The smell of scented rose candles. It is very, what is this one? Sorry. It is very nice smelling in this house. It's kind of got grandma mixed with makes your own soaps at home, if that makes sense.
I know that exact smell.
You guys bust in through the front door, and Dursla's like, what the fuck are you doing? As you guys kind of like just walk inside.
Kel is bringing up the rear so he can push Durzip in if need be.
I'm just gonna reach over to the open door and knock on it anyway and call out, "Excuse us? Anyone home?"
As you guys kind of walk inside, the front entrance to the left, there appears to be a space that leads into like a living room. The floors are a very well kept, probably original dark wooden flooring.
Best wood.
There is a staircase to the right that leads up kind of into an awning that overlooks. And as you guys kind of look, you see currently kind of like crouching, perched, peeking through two of the sort of railings, a elf of some kind. It's hard to tell. A young woman, probably, if you looked at her age, like she could be very old, elves. But if you looked at her, she looks maybe about like 16. And she just kind of stares down with these really, really, really like pearl. I say pearl, but like almost like diamond-like eyes, I would say. She just kind of stares down at the five of you as you come stumbling in.
Kel will wave.
Yep.
Hey, Tennis, you got a picture of your daughter, right?
Of course I do.
Well, let's just.
Ma'am,
I'm gonna.
I apologize for the rude entry, but we're in a bit of a hurry.
Are you an elf?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
We're looking to speak to Mama Regigi. Is she here?
Yeah, she is. She gets up and this woman just kind of like runs away and out of sight.
I hope that means she's going to go get her.
You begin to hear footsteps, heavy footsteps. And immediately, Durzub's face turns more and more lighter shades of green. Who has been breaking down my door? And you see, turning around a corner, what I can only describe as, I'd say voluptuous would be the word I would use. I hope that's not weird, but that's the only word I can think of.
Oh, I hope you have a picture.
I don't, unfortunately, I do not have the picture of Mama Rafiki.
In the future,
God.
it's coming. It has to happen. It has to happen.
Fan artist! I want to see this woman.
She
Describe
has...
this woman in
I feel like I should describe her as a woman.
Yo, I just realized we in Big Mama's house.
So she is, first of all, taller than Durzub and almost the same height, probably like maybe a head shorter than the Baron. Her hair is this long, luxurious, flowing black hair that runs almost to her butt. She's wearing these giant hoop earrings that are just so ridiculously large. And she's got like a cavalcade of necklaces and almost similar to you, Gibby, like these sort of charms that she kind of wears around her neck. She has a red ring on her finger. She is wearing a very nice, not like super refined dress, but a very, very nice like sitting dress of blue and purples and kind of rose pinks. Her face is strong. This is a strong woman. Her arms are thick, if not stronger than Durzub's. She's wearing a sleeveless dress that goes all the way down, kind of cuts near the thigh, and she is wearing no shoes because it's her house. And the moment she holds herself in such a poised position. Also, I don't know how to say this without being very, very creepy.
Well, you may as well.
She's a curvy woman. I will say that. Like she's a big woman, but she's got the boobs and the butt. She's yeah.
She's got a donkey dunk.
I love her already.
She is older.
Thick.
She's sure. Yeah, we'll use that description. She is older, definitely older than Durzub. She looks like maybe slightly younger than the Baron. Like the Baron is definitely older than her, but she is definitely old herself. As she puts a hand on her hip and she looks to the five of you, and immediately like Durzub just like points to Bryant and goes, it was his idea. And she looks and goes, Durzub Dronthar. And you watch him go, ma'am. It's just like, you come in here. You come in here and bust down Mama Rugigi's door. This any way to repay your mama? And he's just like, the police need to talk to you. Do not judge my conversation, young man. And you watch as he kind of puts both hands over his ears and goes, yeah, man, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh my god, this is so cute.
She turns to the four of you and goes, the police,
Hello. I am Kel Zorin with the Prince Division. I am very sorry for the intrusion, but my friend here, Officer Tannis, is panicking and looking for his daughter who may have come here.
She walks up to you in such an authoritative stride that you can't help but sweat despite not having the glands to do so. She strides up to you. She
Like the
grabs
secretaries from. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's like the secretaries from Retzko.
Oh,
Yeah, honestly, yeah. She walks up to you, Kel, and she immediately grabs your snout, kind of cranks your neck back, pushes your shoulders forward, and immediately like adjusts your shirt collar
Just
and
the
like,
posture.
oh yeah, and it hurts. You're like,
I love her so much.
and she looks at you and goes, "Your snout cannot deceive me. You are slouching. Do not slouch." And she smacks your chest. You're a man. You stand like man.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you talk to people, use as few words as possible to get point across. Do not waste time. You will seem like a blabbering fool. Now, again, with precision. She crosses her arms and leans back and waits for you to speak.
My daughter is missing.
She looks to Durza. Okay, I kind of did. I didn't, I mean, the Baron did. Look, it was a snafu. There was, some kidnapping involved, and then there was some, Amelia's gone too, and,
fewer words.
Amelia is missing. Tannis's daughter is missing. They are together. They may have come here.
Amelia did not come here. She looks, but she might come here. This is good to know. And she turns to Durza and goes, "I will have choice words with the Baron on this. I know it. We were trying to fix stuff. We had words before about this. No more." And Durza goes, "Well, talk to him, not to me. Don't make excuses, Durza. I'm sorry, ma'am."
On the verge of tears over there.
Yeah,
Oh my God, you about to get a paddling.
Ma'am,
Yes.
you know-
She looks down to you. "What is this?" And she grabs your hair.
what?
"You shampoo twice, condition once.
Oh,
Only
yes.
a pea size you use.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And you two, stand up straight.
Ma'am, do you know Amelia well at all?
No stuttering, confidence. Speak again."
Are you friends with Amelia?
"Yes, I would say so. She's a good kid."
Would you know any place that she might go if she's not here? Somewhere she feels safe, or if she wanted to be alone, or anything like that?
She turns to Durza. "She probably still knows where her father's house is." "Oh shit, fuck right." And Durza kind of rubs his head. "Hey, no swearing in Mama Rugigi's house." And you watch as he goes, Sorry, man.
Oh.
Enormous hand comes and scoops him up.
Oh. I just had a thought.
What was your thought?
Frog, ghost and frog, dad dead, putting souls in other bodies.
Yep.
Oh.
Hopefully not, though. Because she
I
would need a
turned to
body
her,
for that. She would definitely need a body for that.
Thing is, I don't want to think this, but she technically has a body.
Oh,
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know how it works, but I'm nervous enough as it is. I turn to Durzup and it's just like, "Where's that address? Do you know it now?"
Also, oh no.
What?
Durzup, where's that address of her father?
I'll give the Baron a call. Mama Greeby kind of claps her hands together. "Good. In the meantime, we drink tea. Come in."
Oh,
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
You watch as she kind of reaches behind you guys and she closes her door. She checks it, like she takes a finger and she wipes it down the door frame and looks. Good, no splinters. "Come now, sit."
It's just like, "Yes, ma'am."
All right, you guys sit down in the living room, which is right next to the door.
It's
The
like
room,
being home for Kel.
the couches are like old flower, like embroidered couches. And then there is a multitude of cabinetry that have like really nice teacups, very nice teacups and saucers. There is a big dining table in the center that looks like it can seat about at least like 10 people. It's quite big. And past that, you can see a kitchen. In a distance, you can hear kids kind of screaming in a distance, and you watch as Mama Rukigi kind of turns and goes, "The kids are playing."
This seems like a lovely place.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh, why though? Kill means it.
Do it.
This is gonna be so bad.
Do it.
Natural 20!
Oh my god!
Oh,
She turns to you and she goes, "Thurza, why cannot you be like this man? He is very sweet. See, this is why you cannot keep a girlfriend." And he just
woo! Shots fired. Shots fired.
you watch as you guys are sitting down on the couches with your tea, and he's just like he's on the phone, like he's been put on hold for a while. Mama Rikki kind of leans over to you and kind of like this is a load of barnacles, like that SpongeBob guy who's like, "This is a load of barnacles." She kind of leans over to you, Gibby, and she goes, "You watch out for him. He's got preferences.
How do you mean?
Put him in his place."
Oh,
I love this woman.
Oh
She's
my
amazing.
god.
I'll keep that in mind, ma'am. Just like,
He's-
okay.
She looks down to you. "Be stronger. You are a woman."
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You guys all sit there sipping your tea. Eventually, Dursa goes, "Oh, Baron. Yeah. It's Dursa, but Mama Rikigi's. You know, she's not here. Anyone else hear anything?" "Oh, all right. I need the address of Amelia's father's home." "Yeah." "Oh, well, I mean, it wasn't really my idea. It was more Mama Rikigi's idea, so I'm going to give credit where credit's due." "Uh-huh. Yeah, let me just, yeah, a piece of paper. I need a piece of paper."
Kel will hand him a piece of paper. He carries
Thank you.
notes.
Okay. Okay, alright. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, good, awesome. We're gonna drive out there, and Mama Rugigi's mad at you. You'll have to talk out with her.
I've had this
boss.
conversation so many fucking times. Like,
Look,
Mom's
look,
mad
boss.
at you.
Boss, she's got her hands on the hips. I'm really in the lion's den right now. Beautiful
She's in
lion.
She's assumed the stance.
Oh, this woman!
Did he just call her a lion in earshot of her?
Like a beautiful, nice, beautiful, elegant lion. No, okay, yeah, no, no. But
Oh, he needs to. Oh, he has not learned the art of shutting the fuck up.
Mama, it's been great to see you. We should probably go. Right, lads? And ladies?
Is
I'm gonna
there
finish off
anything
the
we
tea.
can do to
Immediate-
make up for our intrusion?
Immediately out the door.
Okay.
Apologies for our friend. He's in a bit of a hurry. Thank you so much, though.
There is no stopping a father looking for their child. I understand this.
Ma'am.
You're a very nice
Brian's gonna
company.
leave.
Help those girls out. You guys head out. And he kind of stops in the door frame and slowly turns back. Mama's always got an eye on you. She closes the door.
Oh. We're getting
You
in the
watch-
car. We're getting the fuck out. Let's go.
As you guys walk to the car, Dursa just kind of grabs his tie and loosens it, like.
I'm just gonna be like, she seems nice.
Yeah, she raised me. Can you tell?
Your mama is really nice.
Yeah, she's
She
not.
reminds me of my mother.
Well, it's not biological, but yeah, she rubs off on people.
Biology need not play a part. If she raised you and loved you, that is your mother.
That's the orc philosophy. All right, everyone in the car. You guys load up into the car and make your way through the city. As you guys run through the city streets, eventually you are brought to the Fey Ward, actually. The edge of the Fey Ward in the Central District. You guys drive for quite a while. You do stop for food because you are very hungry, and Durzup is insistent.
Kel
So you
will
guys
pay for
Through.
everyone's food.
Drive through.
no,
Drive through,
Dur-
and we're on the road.
Durs, Durzub's paying. There's no way. Like, there's absolutely, like, he pulls out like a gold like credit card. There is no way you're
gold
paying.
Actually, it'd be
bar.
black.
Kel will actually stop Durzub and
No,
say,
why would? Oh no.
I owe your boss a lot of money. Let me at least get your food. At
You
least
owe
there's
my.
a sign of goodwill.
I grabbed Hell's wrist. Let him pay for it.
You owe my boss, not me. There you go. And you watch his lady hands him food. And you guys take off. And he hands out all the food to everybody.
Cool. We will eat and we will drive.
Eventually, you guys drive to a, I'm not going to say bad part of town, but it's like very out of the way. Like very much like living in an apartment above like a mechanic shop sort of location. As you guys kind of follow the address. It helps with Durzub because Durzub's got a pretty good sense for the city and the fact that he has a car. You guys make your way to a rather unassuming little warehouse house, essentially, like a little townhouse kind of area. You guys find a kind of like a New York apartment where like the entrance is like, you know, down steps into the ground and then goes underground. You guys make your way to the front door.
Does anyone still live here?
I mean, the boss checks on it every now and again in case Mr. Hawthorne shows up, but he watches Durzub takes the door knob. Son of a bitch, it's locked.
Is it usually?
Yeah, usually, but we didn't. And you guys, you know, fancy a bit of bobby pinning. He kind of does like a little lock pick motion.
That is not a skill that I have. I mean,
So,
I can
above
deny
game,
with
I know the save it requires, but I've seen Kostermeyer do it.
Well, that is
Alright.
true.
We do it
There
the
any-
orc way. I thought we'd have some better luck having more delicate fingers in our company. Boys, help me out
I
with
can
this.
try my jeweler's tools if you want.
Mike's gonna start kicking the door.
All right, go ahead and
Yeah.
roll. Go ahead and I'm gonna say Tanis, Durzub, and Bryant. Go ahead and roll athletics check.
Athletics
That is gonna be a big fat 14.
Okay,
9.
9. And Durzub got a soft 20. So you guys, 1, 2, 3, bash right through the door. The door breaks off the hinges, breaks off like the door handle as the door slams inwards.
Red Boot City PD!
Kind of, duck and roll inside.
Really?
No,
the
not
house,
really.
The house is what I could only call a dentist's office at rush hour. There are magazines everywhere, stacked up in the corner. Given that this gentleman was a photographer, it makes a lot of sense. There's a kitchen with a single sink where the water's just like drip, drip, drip. As you
I'm
guys
going
make
to
your
immediately cast Detect Evil and Good looking for undead.
okay,
Good.
You do detect an undead in this space.
I should be able to determine the exact location as per the spell.
Okay. It appears to be in a room to the right of your current position.
There is undead to the right of us.
All right, let's.
Immediately
Is that
to the
door
right.
closed?
As you guys go down the hallway, this is a very tiny apartment. It looks like there's the main kitchen area, and then there is one bathroom, and then there's like 3 little tiny pathetic bedrooms. One of
going to
which,
be leading the way.
yeah. As you guys turn the corner and go into one room, you guys don't see anything, but Bryant, you see one of those little orbs hovering in the space, and that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Ah!
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Fuck! That's not okay,
That's a
Monty.
debt.
I was ready to go like, oh, we got till 11. We'll be fine. Let's find out where this. No.
Nope, we're ending at 10 today because
We're finishing on time.
We're finishing on time. That's what I had planned.
Hi, Austin.
But we,
Bye,
Goodbye,
Austin.
Bye, Austin. But we have break next. What's happening next weekend?
Yeah, actually, there's going to be no Prince Division next week.
There's no
'cause-
break. Come on, no.
You
Uh,
and these cliffhanger endings. The chat must hate it.
Yeah, it's going to be my vacation's going to be from the 18th to the 25th. Yeah.
I mean, as I said, it does help because I'm going to go visit the folks that weekend. So
Yeah, so we can't do an episode anyway. So
Well, I mean,
yeah,
we
Mama will
could,
give
but
you
the
so
time
much.
difference is going to make it so I'm going to have to be doing this at like 3 a.m.
yeah, so let's not do that. So yes, there is not going to be a Prince Division next week. I'm sorry, it's going to be a day off. If we have anything planned, keep your eyes peeled on the Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Then if we decide to do anything on the Saturday, sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. We will announce it there. There will still be an Unexpectables this, the 15th, because I'm still going to be rolling. But
Oh, that went so much different than I thought it was going to go.
everyone's like, oh my
relieved.
god. Everyone's like, oh my god, the mafia is going to kill you. I'm like, why?
You're not useful dead. You're useful
Yeah.
alive and in their debt.
Like, I mean, I think the Baron put it simply. It's just like dead people can't do business.
Oh, unless they're in the Lich Ward.
That is true. That is very true.
Also,
Oh,
Monty,
hang on. I'm going to go get his diabetes testing ready.
Uh-huh.
Mamoru Gigi is my favorite
Diabetes.
character you've ever made.
Oh, Mama Gigi's so good. I love her
She's
so much.
amazing.
She didn't show her full power.
Oh
But
God. She's
she,
fucking.
I have written for her before, and oh my god, like Jesus, no bullshit. Her never bullshit that woman.
So I guess it's a good thing I got a 20 on that charisma check.
Yeah, it really is. She finds you in good company. So
Good. Kel likes her.
She's pleasant.
You can probably ask more about her next session. I won't say anything more, but
Gil will most definitely inquire, but not in an awkward way.
yeah, you can ask Durzub about it. I mean, he's chatty, so this is not even her final form. It's not. Yes,
I'm
she
kind of
is
waiting for Durzub to start complaining about her. Then just imagine that Sokka and Zuko thing where the Kel will just go, "Oh, that's rough, buddy."
That's rough, buddy.
Hmm.
She is an orc. Yes, she is. She's a full-blooded orc, just like Durzub and just like Baron Dramar.
$12,000 gold. That guy lost his ass in that bet.
He did.
Mhm.
He did.
Well,
he lost a lot of money in that bet.
But if
He's
he
been
owns
on
the
the wrong
casino, he
guy.
didn't lose shit.
You're not supposed to, unless people don't follow the guidelines of being in the fight pit.
I only have 945 gold. That's not even. That's
Clearly,
And-
clearly, he bet on the wrong person.
The whole time I
Maybe
was
they
like,
should-
maybe you should hire somebody that knows how the fuck
Yeah,
to fight.
get someone who can actually fight. Next
I
time.
was like,
I don't know, me.
Oh man, I got so many things I want to say, but I can't because I'm gonna be smart for once.
You can bring that up to Durzub.
Shout out to Art Jack for again doing fantastic art.
Oh, yeah.
All of his art for this particular case is so fucking good. Between Durzub and Baron Dramar and Avulaga, it's just very, very, very good.
Also, the fact that the Mafia is willing to help us get the prince back once we
Oh,
confirm
yeah.
the location.
I was really hoping that it was going to be the case of they did not know what the trolls were doing.
Yeah, I mean,
was
like
banking on that because I had a feeling he would want nothing to do with that. Not with how he's running his business.
in the research I do, and I based it very lightly off of the research I did because clearly this is a different universe and like that whole shebang. It is not too uncommon for really organized criminal organization to work with the police on certain things sometimes. Like
Because stuff's bad for business and they want business to continue.
exactly. So like they're just like, oh, they have what? What does that mean? That's
So,
not
hey,
part of
Monty.
our agreement.
Can I make a title suggestion?
Sure.
An offer you can't refuse.
An offer you can't
Accurate.
refuse.
Ah.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Exactly.
Especially you, the punchy boy. Because we got your
Yeah,
fucking
Tannis.
daughter.
Yeah, Tannis.
Is Prince Division just an excuse to get Art Jack to do artwork for you, Monty? Anything I do is an excuse to get Art Jack to do art for me, man. Like
Including commissioning him to do art for her.
Yeah.
Working with Jack is such a delight. Like I love working with Jack.
I can't stand him, to be honest.
Shut up. See,
He's so talented and
He's
he's
so
fucking nice and he's athletic
only-
and he's just
the only
I hate him.
time The only time it's not fun working with Art Jack is when he's too busy, so I can't work with him more. That's when it
I
sucks.
hate him. I can't
Like,
stand him.
Yeah, so
Alright.
he hit it out of the park with these, and I can't wait for more. So yeah, no.
494. You're still freaking high, kitty. I don't know what to do with you. Except shoot you up with insulin.
Yeah. So I guess we should do outro, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta get his insulin ready real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Why don't you do it first?
What?
Or
I
you
meant
can do
because I wanna. Okay.
She's doing
You
responsibility.
could do it last.
You can find me at Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E. Willia. Yeah.
There you go. Now go.
Things. Yes. Diabetes.
Sarah.
Burnout Vaughn
Yes,
says it's the only way to be liked by you to not be talented. Yes, that's why I like you, Burnout.
All right, we should go through outros here real quick.
Yeah.
Arkolf, where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Arkolf. Tomorrow is Shenanigans with the Murder Cave, likely dying to Alatreon. And then throughout the week, it's going to be Good Mornings, with morning spelled MMO. Various MMOs and whatnot in the mornings. And
Oh,
I'm wanting to set a hard date to start going through the Mass Effect series.
okay.
That's it for me.
Calibrations.
All the calibrations.
Yeah.
Connor, where can people find
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, they can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Distortion Devil, where I'm streaming Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays playing WWE 2K20, Bayonetta 2, and probably some Unfortunate Spacemen as well. I would like to talk to you about Dead House Sonata. It is a spiritual successor to the Legacy of Kain series. It is a narratively driven action RPG that you can play with 5 of your friends. You play as the dead to fight the living. It is a project that is near and dear to my heart. Please, if you're at all interested in this, please click that link. Go check out their website. Buy a Founders Pack if you're so inclined to get access to it early. Check out the Discord. The series is being made by all-time great horror game director Dennis Dyack, the man behind Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. And I really have a lot of faith in this project, and I want to see it succeed. So just come and join the community. It's gonna be a blast. I'm also voice acting in the game.
Gasp.
Gasp.
Buddha, you
Bosco.
did nothing for me in my roles.
You can find me at EdBoscoVA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then right here on twitch.tv/EdwardBosco.
And where can they find you in the next hour, but less than that probably? Maybe.
Doing no, more than you can find me in 3 hours doing a charity stream. Yeah, it starts at 1:00 a.m. PST.
Damn.
And
How long is it gonna go?
It's gonna go until 5:00 a.m. PST. And you can catch
Early
me.
morning dragon hours.
It's true, but that's when the
Ooh.
dragons prowl the skies. So that's what you can catch me doing. And we'll be rating those lovely people. Letter D is doing a 24-hour charity stream. So it's all D&D all day, 24 hours in blocks. And so our block is coming up at 1 a.m. PST. Check your local listings. And by that, I mean tune the fuck in a couple hours.
Woo.
And then you're gonna sleep for 44 years after that.
What is sleep?
Dang it! I was gonna ask you.
Sleep, not even once. Although I do feel like I could use some orange juice after kicking in that door.
That is.
I don't know why.
Is that a reference to something?
Absolutely, and they'll get it.
Okay. Also, I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning, but you can find me at Monty Glue on Twitter. I am not streaming, though I might stream at some point this week. I definitely think I'm going to be streaming on Monday because my friend Darko Draco is doing art and I want to do art commissions. I've kind of gotten an art kick and I'll probably open commissions. I don't guarantee, but I'm planning on opening commissions tomorrow and Monday. So if you guys want an art commission, definitely check out my Twitter and they'll open up. Slots will open up there. So keep your eyes peeled.
Ooh.
And then Sarah, are you here? Are you with us?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Sure
already
to
said
plug.
your thing. That's true.
Sure to plugged.
Wallfly, where can they find you?
Probably still in the chat long after you leave. Again.
Exactly. Thank you, Wallfly. All right. So I guess that's it, eh? Let's read out some bits though before we all run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh gosh, we've had a lot since the start of it. Let me go ahead and I'll start with Chocolate Zombie. Thank you for the 4
Boo.
months. Prince Division hype. Will Michael survive? We'll find out tonight.
Nope.
Cypher 04 for the 3 months. So what's the over under on Bryant meeting the radio demon tonight? Under, because that didn't happen. I lost my place immediately. Captain Necros, thank you for the 2 months of resubbing. Woo! Thunder King 8, thank you for the 4 months of resubbing. Zach Odua, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Take a Shot. Debonks, thank you for the 4 months. Prince Division rolls right off the bat.
Hmm.
I mean,
Craig
mine were
B,
much better this time.
1992, thank you for the 4 months. Super Saiyan God Goken, thank you for the subscribing. Shiny Lamp, thank you for the 4 months. Edward Cage, thank you for subscribing. The Bee Gees, thank you for 1,000 bits. Thanks you guys for the hours of content for me while I'm writing my rig all day. H Lone Heart, thank you for the 100 bits. This is so damn tense. I'm gonna grab another slice of chocolate chip cookie cheesecake. Ooh, that sounds delicious. The One Free Man, thank you for the 100 bits. Monty, the tension is as thick as peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
I love peanut butter as well. Demon Chicken of Doom, thank you for subscribing. Sean of the Stars, thank you for the 200 bits. You want to know why I shouldn't play D&D? Because in this scenario, I would have actually attempted to threaten or kill literally everything I could get my hands on. Complete rage monster mode. You have to be the calm in the storm. Ice Booth, thank you for the 100 bits. The Baron is radiating some raw bad guy energy. Also, was expecting Vero to snap at the mention of his daughter being taken. Maybe his daughter going missing in the Fiend District will cause something. Burnout Vaughn, thank you for the 100 bits. Can we talk about how this is only your 3rd case and you've already met 3 of the most powerful beings in the city in terms of power and influence? We do seem to get our fingers in everything in the Prince Division.
It's almost like you deal with a specific issue that relates to those things very strongly. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Peter Piper, the Portable Pen, thank you for the 100 bits. Another episode title: Problem Children Are Being Taken from Their Homes. Super Saiyan God Goken, thank you for the 100 bits. Please, Tannis, lose it. Just lose it. Go crazy. Kane Time, thank you for the 500 bits. Bryant made 3 friends. Good job, Bryant. Prove everyone wrong. Tasman, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Thank you for all the entertainment the past few months. I love you guys. Tasman as well, thank you for the 2 months of resub. Elated Megalodon, thank you for the 100 bits. Yo, so who else kind of wants Bryant and Necromancy Girl, whose name I forgot, I'm sorry, to join up for a while and go through like a Joel and Ellie arc?
That ended poorly.
You know how that ends. Why?
Yeah.
I'm writing down ideas now for ways to
So,
kill Brian. I just got another
no.
one.
Hey, Brian.
Stay away from golf clubs.
How's
Wait,
your
Monty,
golf
what
game?
did you say?
Nothing. Just keep talking. Let's go.
Did you just say you're writing down ways for me to... Monty, I'll tell you a real easy way to let me die. Just let me talk.
Fair enough.
Stay away from golf team.
ahead,
Tasman,
Connor,
thank you for
sorry.
the 100 bits. Just cuz. McLeary, thank you for the 45 bits. I'm craving tempura green beans right now. Super Saiyan God Goken, thank you for the 100 bits. Is there something you're trying to tell us that with this frog reference, Monty?
No.
Okay, there you go.
What do you dissect at school? Frogs.
Frog.
This was not
Some people
self-fulfilling. It
dissect
was
cats.
logical.
Or if you're
Speaking of-
me,
Yeah.
or if you're me, cows, eyes, frogs, crawdads, and cats.
Speaking of, Zach
We'll
Arduo
do
has
cool
gifted a
credits.
tier 1 sub to Ghost Frogs.
Thanks.
Oh shit, Zako.
Alexander the Great resubbed for 4 months. Hey, you guys are amazing. Well, thank you. Latrion has resubscribed with Twitch Prime for 3 months. Zacho Duo gifting a tier 1 sub to Frog Dad.
Nice.
Wow, I can't believe you threw Chaz Lee under the bus like that.
Super Saiyan God Go Ken, thank you for giving 100 bits. This is not even Mama's final form. LeJake rated with a party of 15.
Ew.
Kane Time, thank you for the 500 bits. Great show, guys. Enjoy your vacation. And look, Bryant made more friends. So much character development.
No, what?
Ice Booth 100, thank you for the 100 bits. Mama
Monty
does the
fuck.
food and walk me.
Oh,
Mama does the what meme?
Wide, Mama.
I don't know that.
Oh, we'll show you.
Okay, I'll learn.
Demon Chicken of Doom, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, Hide and Seek. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the late bits. Enjoying the Undead Frog Saga so far. Bellex, thank you for the 400 bits. Club Kyle, thank you for the 100 bits. Ty2 BP, thank you for the 200 bits. Just got done working a week of 12-hour shifts. Ugh. Thanks for helping me unwind and have a good night. Jesus. I can't even imagine.
Sleep, my friend.
Sleep for 400 years. Club Kyle, thank you for the 100 bits. Possible episode title, Momhemian Rhapsody. Demon Chicken of Doom, thank you for the 60 bits. What are y'all's favorite Pokemon and shiny Pokemon?
Ferret.
Good choice.
Typhlosion.
I love ferrets. I wanted a ferret when I was a kid. I never got one.
My favorite Pokemon is Golurk. My favorite shiny is really hard because I'm a shiny hunter. I'm gonna say shiny Absol, and shiny Luxray are probably my 2 favorites.
Oh, and
Shiny Absol.
Sobble. I adore that
Sobble's great.
that anxious boy.
What about you, Arkolf? What is your favorite Pokemon? We should probably hurry up and finish up here though, because Bosco's got to leave. But
Don't worry,
I got 3 hours. We're good.
fair
Favorite
enough.
Pokemon period is Typhlosion. Favorite shiny
Yeah!
would be Gardevoir.
Oh, nice. That's actually a really good choice.
Typhlosion's the best Pokemon. Don't at me.
I need to tell you that you're right.
Yes.
Very, very huggable.
Yes.
Continue, Connor.
There's not much left. Waters DB91, thank you for the 100 bits. Best DM. Gotta catch up on PD. I'm off tomorrow, so you will keep me company while I clean. Hey.
Sweep,
And-
sweep.
Ty2 BP, thank you for the 100 bits. Nah, I'm drinking after this.
You
know what? Totally understandable.
Wow. All right.
I get it. And with that, I think we're all caught up.
All right. So, could you send me the name of these fine people that we're?
I sure can. Give me just un momento.
Send
Por
it to
favor.
all. Could you post it in the general chat or perhaps
That was going to be my plan.
sweet. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you, Monty. I appreciate you.
Heck yeah, dude.
All right. I'm going to go to the general chat. Then I'm going to go to General Prince Division. And we're going to post the thing. Boom.
Nice. All right. What will our raid message be?
Hashtag blame Bosco.
There we go.
Oh,
That sounds
no.
good. Go.
For once, it's okay to blame me.
Go, everyone. Take care.
Give them lots of bits and subs. They are raising money for a good cause.
Bye.
Bye-bye.